Hello, hello. Down here, salt is a way of life.
He's still all getting to it to Mama, looking for the Gabrick. Yeah, huge damage coming.
EX, another tackle, and another EX tackle. He pulled up. Nah, no, clip that.
Got his building. I'm having strawberries recent again. Okay.
Yes. Two buff.
He's feeling himself.
No!
Yo, Muscle Noob looking for the comeback.
Oh my god, this is crazy.
Win the wall!
Are you serious?
I love that. Good answer there. A little bit of damage.
Oh my days! Hurricane interrupts the EX like that.
Playing dividend. Shut up, I don't want to take your pleasure.
Not respecting it, getting counted so much, but no counter conversion from level 2, but stealing turns, wins the kick up off the fireball and that shove it around.
Nice grab checks, there's the activation though. Kills you side. Good damage.
Bill, nice well confirmed, showing 58.
Reactions to get himself out of these dangerous situations. Like using the V trigger just to escape the corner and finds the hit and gives the super kick from now.
Two fellas also after that, but yo, you think this is Zangy, the amount of command grabs we're seeing?
Another one!
Take the throw, they said! Getting a bit frustrated, wait for what? He's a little command grab!
Oh my god, please!
No! You gotta jump!
Why? Yes, punish him in turn.
I thought he had meter or something like that, but this does not matter because he's got meter for the CA.
Yep.
Damn!
Manages to reset the bracket.
Twice. That ain't so nice. People, this is it. This is the finals of this beautiful season, and we got some exciting matches for you. It's 8 across the board, first of 3 across the board. But before we get to the fisticuffs, let's run them introductions. My name is St. Cola, and I am joined with
CrossedMoon, I am here. I'm ready for the top 8 sauce that we're bringing you today. We've got 8 amazing players find out through each and every week of this Saltmine League season. We have got, going from top to bottom, we got Mr. Crimson versus Fasa, Will 2-Pack versus Hurricane, Bolt Strength versus Luffy, and Kills You versus Muscle Noob. All very strong players and a wide variety of different characters in this tournament. I don't think we see any character twice.
that's the great thing, is that you don't have to see, you know, how we saw in previous seasons, right? We used to see a lot of scammy camis and the multiple characters and stuff like that. Didn't really, I mean, they came through, right? But there's a lot of variety in terms of who's playing what. Like, you know, obviously on the first on the deck, we got Mr. Crimson, you know, versus Fasa. Mr. Crimson running that sim, and also the G pick too, as we've seen throughout the Saltmine League. Also, we got some variety in terms of the V skills and V triggers. Fasa is the one and only Tackle God, the dude that runs a V trigger too, people. You're gonna see something super different. You're gonna see something super nice and something with that extra spice, people. Saltmine League Finals, make sure you guys are tweeting this out, letting the people know what's going on, because we're gonna get right into it. Again, Mr. Crimson versus Fasa, people. Let's get it.
I'm ready. And Dulcim versus Urine could be coming our way up, but we have seen Mr. Crimson bring out that G pick against many Urine characters. You know, he likes that high-low mix-up he gets from this jumping light kick, instant overhead into the V skill, into stupid amounts of damage.
It's ridiculous. The fact that that character gets that off the tall characters like that just makes him even more of a threat, and made the matchups where maybe he already kind of had the edge too, right? He already dominates the field. But let's see what he picks here as we come up to the deck. It's going to just be the sim, actually. Throw that G out the window. We got the sim. It's the one that he's been running since the dawn of the time since he picked up the game. I think it's Street Fighter V. Besides also lore as well. He's running the old favorite, and obviously first to 3 means that if things get dicey, you can switch over if need be.
Running right into it now. It's going to be a tough time for Fasa. he has to really try and rely on that tackle to force his way in, or get some jump-ins here and there. But Mr. Crimson can't doubt his anti-airs, can't doubt his neutral. You can see him already just poking away, forcing faster slowly towards that corner. Gives him no time to breathe.
Oh, gets the jump in right there. I was going to say, I do like that he chose the V skill 1 to get that armor, to get through. If he can, put it out. But you see Mr. Crimson right at that like mid-range, just poking away as much as possible to prevent that too.
Something he needs to do is go in. He can't just wait this out. He is at a life deficit against Urian, who can really deal the damage by forcing Dalton to come to him. Something which Dalton may not sometimes want to do unless he gets that knockdown. His rushdown's great once the knockdown happens, but a huge whiff EX headbutt.
That's so unfortunate, but he does pick this up right here. Teleport, get with the delay rise, still in front. Mr. Crimson still going in, delaying and interrupts the EX right there. Wasted a bar. Fossa on the verge of dying here, and that Fierce will do it.
Getting desperate. You can see him once trying to throw out a fireball, make it so Mr. Crimson can throw those high normals to try and dash behind it, but obviously the standing heavy punch of Dawson going underneath those projectiles. Can't do fast and not watching his toes, and he's able to take round 1.
Mr. Crimson, you know, even at a deficit, you can tell that he knows how to deal with this matchup. He knows how to move on through. There's different parts of this matchup, and he's doing really well. Even better than last time, getting the conversions, getting the damage on the deck, and that's done with the back throw. Oh, we're going to see some stylish people.
Oh, the double charge heavy punch from the EX fireball. Mr. Crimson knows his space. He don't want to get stunned by a back throw from Dawson. Broski told us this, Mr. Crimson told us, and you got to remember, the back throw is the last thing you want to take before you get stunned. Because that damage is going to hurt, and that damage is going to give Mr. Crimson game 1 over Facet.
We didn't get to see the V-Trigger 2, right? The people love the V-Trigger 2. We didn't get to see that. I'm hoping to see something. Obviously, use it for the V-Reversal, but I'm hoping to see more of the V-Skill uses as well, too, to blow through those normals.
It's having a hard to activate. You know, Mr. Crimson trying to stay around that mid-range where he can just throw out the standing knee punch, stuff the fireball startup, stuff those tackles, and stuff the V-Skill 1 if he tries getting it out.
Nice conversion here. Pick up Batista Bomb, puts him down. Goes up the fireballs. Fossa trying to stay right in front of him. But you give the space to Mr. Crimson. He's just able to work his magic. Blocks the EX, but here's the activation. Long have we awaited here. What is the return? It's going to be a V-Trigger activation. Roast this man.
Trying to skip the neutral
Put
game.
the Gale to throw bait.
Yes, using that armor to deal with that drill kick. No fly zone, protecting those German skies, keeping Mr. Crimson out of the air. Is now putting him in the corner, looking to get big crush counters, big counter hits, but nothing's coming. Mr. Crimson playing super calm in this corner.
He's used to being here, man. If you're a sim player, you gotta have great defense, but he gets opened up with the EX. One more hit to do it from Fossa. Looking for that final one, but there's the activation. Gets another one. My mom said I could have 2. Switching sides. No meter. You gotta hold this. Great tech to stay alive. The V reversal for the defense, but Mr. Crimson working on a super and don't even matter. Just sliding on through, scooting on the floor, making a stain. Mr. Crimson putting another one on the board.
Fossa had it on that end of the round, but a V-Trigger 1 activation giving Mr. Crimson out of the corner. Great reaction with the slide to go underneath these fireballs. That's something I have a hard time against. Dealing with answers to fireballs.
He can't throw out fireballs. He can't throw out projectiles. He's got a lot of ways around it. I mean, if they're really alert and aware, especially someone like Mr. Crimson, whose defense has always been super good, and you see him blocking out everything right here, just waiting for his turn, waiting for that good spacing that he can be at to not get pushed in. But that one was misspaced, but that's okay. A little bit of damage. Mr. Crimson working a lot of bar here, working himself towards V-Trigger, and he's got super on the deck too as well. How will he use it?
Not reacting to the low, got to deal with that high low. Oh, the shimmy again. Mr. Crimson working the damage. One more mix up. And needs any hit at all. Can't get thrown, can't get caught low, but he's not watching his toes. Mr. Crimson taking another game. Mixing up faster once he gets on that offensive. And faster just can't deal damage once he's in. The amount of Mr. Crimson is just willing to block. A throw isn't going to hurt as hard as a counter hit combo from Urian. So you just wait it out, block it out, don't really want to take throws, toss him away, and then Urian's okay. He has to take huge gambles with dash up throw. The forward me punch can get double mashing on wake up, but there's nothing really there to stop Mr. Crimson just blocking out again.
You know what's wild is like we were talking about, you know, the high lows and stuff like that you could do. We're seeing the mix-ups here happen from Mr. Crimson with the Sims. So we're getting a little taste of that just with the Mr. Fantastic, right? And you see him walk with the armor of God like that. He feels it right now. He gets to crush the follow-up slide too as well. Plus frames and Fossa trying to find a way to deal with this. He get pushed to the corner. When you see a Urian get pushed to the corner.
Mr. Crimson doesn't have the life lead, but something more important than life lead for Sim is that positioning. He's just waiting it out. Already got Faster in the corner. As that grey life builds, Faster really needs to escape to stop it. Just constantly building up, make it so that throw is even more of a threat than it already is.
Blocks out the EX. Blocks this out too as well, disallowing the activation. How are we going to deal with it? Just hold back. Yeah, you can take your turn back. That is negative, my friend. And without bar, you don't have to worry about the EX bust out. Mr. Crimson, with all that bar to work with, try to interrupt. That was just the wrong move. Boss has got you caught in the corner, but the viewer is going to put him back out.
Fireball baits out that EX head, but Mr. Crimson taking them around. This is looking kind of free for Mr. Crimson at the moment. Faster just can't seem to maintain the offensive. He needs to get how.
Yeah, I mean, you saw like him trying to bust out, but that EX headbutt just a little bit too slow. That's one of those slow reversals in the game right here. As you said, Fossa gotta do something quick, dog. You gotta find something quick. You gotta dig deep into this. But this will help out a big jump in. Corner carry was next.
That pressure now. The burns on again, and Fast has got to be super careful of this grey health building, which Mr. Crimson makes up. The EX needs to force his way in, and is now putting Mr. Crimson on the ropes. We've seen him fight his way back from this over and over again, especially with that EX bar. Keeping the pressure on.
Oh, he tried to go for a reset? That must have been what that was, or maybe a drop. But here, Mr. Crimson still alive. The armor blowing through. Long hit me away with that tackle to be not abated. Fossa finally putting some more pressure on and taking the latter part of the matches, right? I feel like that's been a big problem. Instead of trying to close things out, I feel like you got to get that lead to be able to hold that and really use the trigger to its effectiveness. The blow through, using the armor, and now he's looking a little bit stronger. But Mr. Crimson still going in with the low.
The spacing for Mr. Crimson on these drill kicks has been absolutely perfect. Every single time it's close, and Fast is trying to use the EX headbutt to stop it. But if he doesn't have the X bar, it's basically free pressure for Mr. Crimson. He can't find an answer yet. But we're in the corner with Urian, and the game started.
I can't believe he found a way out. He threaded the needle, found the side activation, side switch, and I see the meter at the bottom. You know, sim players ain't gonna use a super. They got a lot of other ways to use that meter. When put to the test. So, he's not gonna just be spinning that willy nilly. But you gotta also be careful. That does a lot of damage when it does hit. And the gray light from that fierce, that's ridiculous.
Gotta be careful now. Fast kind of throw the armor. Fear the CA could kill him, but he's not taking any chances on, I don't want to play it safe. I want to go all in, taking his first game of this set. Looking a bit cleaner now. With that V-Trigger 2, he's making good use of it to go through those longer range normals. And not really looking for the hold anymore. Just wanting down, let it out. Tap it, try and force away in. It's only -2, left pretty close, and Sim has to really go for drill kicks and instant yoga gales.
Dang, dude. I feel like you kind of have to slug it out as Urian, right? If you're not using the V-skill armor, you got to use something different, right? You got to use the V-trigger armor to get in there and start slugging out with this character, because he does have lower health. You do have the better buttons. You will have the better conversions and things like that. But breaking the defense of Mr. Crimson, as you guys have seen, is super difficult, right? It's been free up to this point, but Fossa's like, listen, if I slug it out with him on the streets, it's going to be feeling a little bit different, right? He's not sitting in the boxing in the boxing ring, right? It's the street rules right here. It's the street fight. That's what you got to do. You got to slug it out with the sim player, right? You can't just do the yoga with them. You got to meet them on the street. See me outside in the parking lot.
Did you see that? V-skill 2, V-trigger 2 from Mr. Crimson. Yo.
Oh no, this might be bad. Rule neutral with that V-skill 2 with the fireball, because we haven't seen the float come out to play too much. And he's got other ways around the fireball, as you just saw right there. So he can rule the neutral with this even harder. Let's see how Fossa responds.
Tossing it out, gets a 3+ frames. Now he's in. Starting those mix-ups with the bounce he gets from that V-skill 2. Not many sims using that V-skill 2, but when the float isn't doing much, bring it out. You might get a bit more mileage out of the bouncy ball.
But there's the armor. When you get that armor, you can slather and lather, and it falls in the fireball. This is damage right here.
Knockdown, right? What's a nice drill kick, getting an EX extension. Right, we're building on that stun. Fast's got to be super careful now. He is very close to being dead from this game. Looking for jumping, so that bait out those anti-airs from Fassa. But V-Trigger 2 is ready for Fassa now. With that EX tackle, looking for an activation.
You knew it was coming, but here's the crossover from Fossa, that max range heavy kick. And I like how he whiffs the throw to kind of bait a reaction. Anti-air 2. Keeps his man on lock, but you let him touch you with the toes? You gotta pay extra for that on OnlyFans. And now Fossa's got him stuck and locked in the corner, but the jump back, the fadeaway, not enough to do it, but the shooter's on the roof with the scope. Says Mr. Crimson against Fossa. Game point.
He pulled that V-Trigger 2, not just start mix-ups, but to start that high-low mix-up. It left him so safe. What can Faster do? No armor left, and the multi-hit was going to stop that V-Trigger 2 nonetheless.
You're absolutely right, and I feel like the fireball, the V-skill fireball is coming out in the clutch here, ruling the neutral and locking him down. So now Boss is trying to stay up in front of that face, trying to smell that breath when he can and back off for the V-skill, but wasted it on the EX. It's gone, and Mr. Crimson with the return here. Back to the screen.
Have been so good throughout this whole set. Faster has now got a read on the standing heavy kick from Mr. Crimson. He doesn't do it often, but when he does, Faster is on the ball. He's ready for it.
Just speaking of the ball, there's that V-trigger right there. Side switch, pick up, EX Gale, stock up again. You thought you can come through? No go. Anti-air again. Mr. Crimson, just a good combination away.
There's V-trigger 2. Mr. Crimson still has that V-trigger 2 left. Gotta be careful. Instant overhead. Oh, just a free activation. Not gonna break the arm, but Faster don't get no guard break. Leave himself -2. I need to make a miracle happen with this amount of health left.
Is he gonna do it? Oh, I thought he was gonna bust out, but my man knows better. But he gets pieced up anyway with the 4-piece. 6-piece, I'm sorry. Mr. Crimson taking it over Fossa. And you saw him try to fight back. You saw him try to swing, but it was just too late. He was already on the ground, man. He was already on the ground. Mr. Crimson moving on through the winner side of things. Unfortunately, Fossa going down the losers bracket. And people, remember, this is the finals. We have the best of this season. All right? So if you were in the losers bracket, it's more than a shark fest, man. You got every different type of animal down there. You got things you didn't think were swimming. You got bears, you got lions down there with snorkels. Everybody down there with the claws out, ready to claw their way back up to the grand side. But you know, you can still fight their way out of that.
We found things that went extinct. We found megalodons down there. We found krakens down there. What do we?
The big boys.
What do you mean we found some aliens there? What?
The disgusting stuff, dog. But yeah, what did you think about that match just in general? I mean, whew.
Mr. Crimson had complete control of that whole set. His spacing and drill kicks was impeccable, and he's forced Faster every single time to use that EX bar on the EX headbutt to stop the drill kick and stop the free pressure that he was getting from the great spacing. It's very hard for Yuri to anti-ever drill kick without just walking into it trying to make it minus, but with what Mr. Crimson was doing, constantly trying to get those lights out, space himself perfectly, get the lowest hit, put him in a throw shimmy mix-up with the Yoga Gale. Faster couldn't stop those normals either.
Yes, sir. I mean, that's top 10 sim right there. All right, you know, don't let the Twitters fool you. Don't let the sim players tell you different. That character is ridiculous. But also, who's ridiculous is last season's champion coming up on the deck. It's Hurricane going up against Will 2Pac, one of the last Lucias alive. One of the last people was putting to work with this character. Obviously, has a few others in the deck, but this is the main babe right here. Is Lucia.
Battle of the Blondes is coming our way. Comp versus Military Woman. Cammy versus Lucia. Now, we talked about this before the tournament. Lucia, even with that DP anti-air, it's gonna be a hard tie.
Yeah, that air approach is difficult. The ground approach is a little bit better for her. I mean, when she can land the run stop pressure off the EX, that's where I feel like her best conversions are. But even when she pops trigger, it's still, she doesn't really have a big damage output like the other characters do. Against Cammy, that's not the biggest problem because she melts like paper anyway in water. So I'm wondering, like, what's his approach? I feel like they play each other, and I feel like Will 2Pac has taken it a few times, but overall, it's been Hurricane that's been, like, the one over him, and it's the one over many people, right? He's the champion of last season. He's been the champion of many things on Wanted. He's been top placing on CPTs and things like that for a reason. He's definitely all about the online, and he knows how to, you know, really operate in this arena. This is his home.
Absolutely. I'm loading in. Got Hurricane was
what? Yeah, taunt what? Like this round start with the taunts? Like, you better show me your best.
Running the corner, you better show him the best quickly, because that stun is building. Great backdash to one out the corner, but not getting great OK on Lucy. Getting a lot of counter hits, not too big a damage.
Ooh, backdash caught though. Will 2Pac was ready and aware. EX knockdown, corner play. Let's play. Baits it out, punish. It's done. Will 2Pac with the first one.
Looked completely on the ropes near the end there, but managed to bite back as quick as possible, get that quick stun and take a quick round. Will 2Pac looking strong. We now Hurricane had a tiny bit of bar, but struggling to deal with these fireballs, these fireball kick-ups. Should I play football?
Yeah, gotta navigate that stuff, right? B skill coming through in the clutch on a crush counter, but will get thrown the chiropractor. And you see the buffers from Hurricane at that max distance, going in when he feels like it's appropriate. EX blocks it out. And this is the difficulty of Will 2Pac, you know, this character, I'm sorry, like trying to anti-air, never mind, I'm a liar. Will 2Pac got that on the deck. I was gonna say it's difficult, but he got on the lock. But here is the return from Hurricane. Sends him to the corner, closer, closer. Where Cammy really would love to put you, right? That throw strike game, super strong from her.
Hurricane has a hard time checking these up kicks with the fireball. He's feeling minus, but you can punish it as Cammy with that spiral arrow. But obviously, it's reacted to being in the mid and the high. If you react too early to the mid, you can get counter hit, and Will 2Pac knows his conversions. V going out to Hurricane. A different game once Cammy activates V-Trigger 1. That air approach goes from deadly to deadlier.
Yeah, dude, it's her game. It's not even a different game. It's her game. But he gets hit raw with it. The EX doesn't confront anything else. But the plus from some Hurricane puts it back in the corner. You have to take the throw. You don't have a choice. Confirms, not in a super, goes for the reset and cleans it on up. Saves all that bar for next round. Hurricane tearing through Will 2Pac right there.
Now a massive bar advantage. Will 2Pac's got to be careful tossing the fireball now because that EX spiral arrow can completely shut it down, being a projectile. And that frame just invincibility is going to be a rough for Will 2Pac to try and navigate around. He's still playing that fireball game. Huge crush counts but no conversions due to being in the skies.
I like how he's checking those hooligans though. V-reversal has taken himself out of the corner. We haven't seen like a lot of damage. He's not really known for that, but it's good that he's aware of some of those situations and like what the follow-ups are and what Hurricane's about to do, because they probably play each other so many times. It's the 4-piece follow-up. Oki time. Try to catch a backdash. No go. Will 2Pac staying real defensive with it. No conversion on the crouching media kick. That's so strange from Hurricane.
Hurricane keeps trying to mix up these hooligans, but not getting much at the moment. But he does have that CA. You can't test Hurricane's confirmed the CA. We see it each and every week, and he gets it again!
You called
the
it!
devil! But I don't think that's going to be enough to kill. Cammy Hurt's going to hurt that hard. Needs one more hit, one more roll, or one more
Takes the throw! He fell into the propaganda. He fell into it. He read that and said, yo, maybe I should just take the throw. But in that situation, right, she's got Oki. She holds you down. She locks you down. There's not much else you can really do. That's what makes her so strong. She puts you in situations after the CA where it doesn't even matter what you do. You got to hold that, right? And so you see how good that Hurricane is about switching the momentum back in his hands. Even though Will 2Pac's also getting a few conversions here and there, checking what Hurricane's doing, it's not enough. And it's partly because of the character just doesn't have the ways to do it. And the conversions right here from Hurricane already round start, putting Will 2Pac in the corner. Not even 10 seconds in.
And already just controlling that space, catching so many counter hits, but missing up a few dive kicks here and there. He's still managing to keep the corner, not getting punished too hard by Will 2Pac, but find his way out using those kicks on the fireball. See Hurricane.
I'm sorry, I was gonna say like he's going for those B skills to kind of bait things out after the crouching media kicks and setup. Things for Will 2Pac to press, but there hasn't been much though. But here's the activation. But the challenge from Will 2Pac doesn't matter. DP.
Taking a page from that Shoryuken flow chart from the Ken mains. Just let me in doubt, DP out. And Will 2Pac getting some buffs to his DP. Yo, do it again! Yo!
I can't believe this, man. You gotta do the things like that to stay in the game, I feel like, against Cam. You gotta put a little bit of unpredictableness in the spice. And it's right there. Caught him crouching too. Hurricane poking away. Just needs that one more head to do it.
But you're just waiting out. First clock can win by a timeout. Need to take 2 minutes. And the EX spiral arrow to go underneath that fireball. Hurricane taking another round. The EX spiral arrow is putting the work in this matchup. Especially with Hurricane's insane reactions.
I was gonna say, well, you would ever tell a Cammy to wait? You think the Cammy wait? They go right to the front of the line, dog. They don't wait. They see a line, they walk right in front like they own the place. And the thing is, we were talking about this before. Dealing with the fireball pressure, you see how he went for the EX spiral arrow like on reaction. He's just adding more and more things into his toolkit to deal with this character and show Will 2Pac is gonna be a rough road ahead of him. Gets a conversion, interrupter gets the run, puts him in the corner, the jump. You thought you could do something? No, that's the lockdown of that V skill. Unfortunate.
Hurricane ready with that V-Trigger 1. Look at the Quad Heavy Punch activation. He's not getting shimmied yet. Huge dive kicks. This is not going to be anywhere near enough to kill with that CA on deck. You can't let Hurricane get any confirms now.
Look at them buffers trying to open this man up, but he does! Gets a flipper, the double flipper EX pickup, and the DP finisher. Will 2Pac able to close out with a clutch B-trigger combo right there. That was close. I thought that was going to be enough. I was like, if he's still alive, you got to be careful what you're going to do on wake up. He's still in it.
trying to go for that run pressure with the tackle. It's costing quite a bit of health, and that's where the DP doesn't help you out too much. Hurricane going right over the top of that EX.
I like how Will 2 Pack is catching the backdash with a crouching mini kick. Again, not watching your toes. I'm going to crease up them kicks. Picks up the flipper right here. Set up. I like the delay. He knows how to deal with it. He's seen the day one combos, dog. And now it's V-trigger time.
Goes away with the dive kick. Fishing for shimmies. Will 2 Pack ain't taking anymore. He's really trying to force away. Now our V-trigger and Hurricane has full control of this neutral game thanks to that dive kick. CA on deck for Hurricane. Massive life lead. Will 2 Pack can't with anything at all. When Hurricane...
Don't do it. Don't let him do it. Ooh, okay. Gets the buffers. Flipper, we still in this, but careful about throwing out those fireballs. If you know the strings, you can cut through some of them. The raw tackle comes through. Will 2 Pack going with the EX. But here's the back, though. Moves, this could be the return. It is the crouching meaty kick. The classic Hurricane. Yo, chill.
He didn't even need to kill from that punish in the EX tackle. Man, say unblocked, didn't believe it. Just like, you know what, back for I want the corner. Let me show you what I can confirm. And he catches Will 2 Pack reaching the air and taking another game. This might be another 3-1.
Are we gonna see some quick things out here? Yo, chat. I need it. I don't care if I get fired. I need it. I need the scammy camis in the chat. All right. I need the scammy camis in the chat right now. It is 2-0 right now. Will 2 Pack gotta dig super deep and pull out a victory. He's gotta start that momentum, but it's a tall mountain to climb. And you got the champion last season. What a bad way to start your day if you're Will 2 Pack.
Hard time now. He's crouching cake in front of Hurricane, confirming almost every single medium, every single heavy, and Will 2 Pack just can't seem to escape this corner. We're building the stun, and that will be the stun. Not enough to kill, but putting Will 2 Pack in a really horrible situation in this corner. Still has that V-trigger, but he's really looking for that activation. It just ain't coming yet.
Yeah, it's difficult right here, right? You gotta get the ace run to really get it going. There it is. Finally catching Hurricane doing something, maybe just dashing back, and it's going to allow some more advantage. Needs some more confirmed. So on the deck, we've seen the corner combos. Got to use a lot of bar for that to work. A lot of butter to cook. But the dive kick coming through in the clutch. Hurricane on match point.
That dive kick always helping out Hurricane. Escape the corner, plasma pressure mid-screen, mixes your jump-ins, clean your dishes. Putting the work, Hurricane.
It absolutely is. My man's doing chores out here with it. I feel like Hurricane is just putting so much. See right there, I was gonna say putting so much that Will 2 Pack has to deal with that. He's just shutting down the tools for the other character, right? And it's super important in fighting games. Using the EX to blow through that fireball, and now using the Hooligan to switch up his air approach.
CA is on deck for Will 2 Pack, which means he can go for those one-stop mixes from the crouch MK, but we've seen Hurricane check these one-stops over and over again, staying in front after that reset. You know, can we just see the combo this season to upgrade that EX dive kick? I have yet to see one use it.
Disgusting. View reversals out of there. The follow-up, not enough time. Recover just in time. Luckily, Hurricane, but he's still stuck in the corner. Shimmy gets a pickup with the flipper. Let me see them combos with the EX. Not enough for the stun just yet. He's one more sequence, one more hit. Try to get that, but the backdash is just too powerful on this character. Careful. Don't whiff anything. Don't do anything. This is like it's October, and it's like I'm watching a horror movie. Cross. It's like I'm watching a horror movie right now. Confirm. And it doesn't even need the super to get the finish. Hurricane with a clean sweep against Will 2 Pack.
Yo, Jason just came for the door, stabbed someone for the chest. Not what we just saw.
He's like, nah, I'm good, dog. He sees the scammy Cammy in the corner. He's like, nah, I'm good, dude. I ain't dealing with this. What's unfortunate, Will 2 Pack had to deal with this right off the grip. Character hard to deal with Cammy. You had to deal with the last season champion. That's a tough pull right there. So Will 2 Pack going to losers, still in it, obviously, but man, it's gonna be Hurricane moving on. That's gonna set up an exciting match later on between Mr. Crimson and Hurricane. So that's gonna be great to see. And we're also been moving on to the bracket here, people. Guys, make sure you guys are tweeting this out, enjoying what we're enjoying. You know, throwing it out on the socials, the MySpaces, the Twitters, the Instagrams, the TikToks. Make a TikTok about it. I don't know what you kids do these days. If you got a chat room that you're in, like, you know, MSN or whatever, get in there too. Let the people know what's going on. And if you love what's going on, also make sure you guys running them subs, running what's good. You know, if you've got some change, whatever, in the Matcherino as well. Exclamation mark Matcherino in the chat. And yeah, just make sure you guys are supporting as much as possible. This has been a great tournament series. I know I usually say this for the middle or the end, but like, it's great to see that we have such great EU play. It's supported week after week after week. So show the love, show the support so we can see more of it.
We're seeing more of it now. We're seeing Luffy versus Bolt Strike. Luffy, Evo champ. Even if it's not Street Fighter 4 anymore, it's Street Fighter 5, he's still putting the work. He's still just as strong, and he's playing an entirely different archetype, going away from that Rose and towards the grappler, Mika.
I mean, when she comes out, you know you're gonna switch back, or at least have her on the deck, right? But being an Evo champ means that even if you're not an Evo champ of that game, you know what it takes to be a champion. You know what it takes to be at that level and to win tournaments. And Luffy, even if he's not an Evo champ right now or a Capcom Cup champ, he is definitely one who has been winning tournaments of Street Fighter V. He has been putting the work. He's actually won a few of the Saltmine Leagues here too, if not reached the top 8 quite a few times. So that's why he's in this position. New to this Saltmine League in terms of players in the recent period. But we got someone that's not so new, is Bolt Strike, running the Seth, the one that people love to hate.
He's learning from the Japanese we saw in Asia East. So many Seth plays there, and Bolt's just like, I could do that. I could try it out. I mean, you can see him now building that Grey Line, building that damage, use that dive kick to constantly mix in this Seth that Bolt's just bringing out. Every once in a while between these weeks, he's putting in the work.
Yeah, Bolt Strike has been playing this character for a little bit, right? Like it's been a couple weeks. It wasn't just like he saw Asia East, but I'm sure he was reminded of how strong the character is, and he was like, I should go back to this character. And you see how good the character does against Mika. Can't do the drop kicks, heavy kick counters it, but here we go. Trying to take this man to the corner, jump and connect, Irish whip, reset time. What we got on the menu? The mash. That's what's on the menu from Bolt Strike.
Taking gambles.
It paid off. It paid off.
Going for that V-skill 2 hands, build a nice bit of V-meter and deal a lot of chip damage. Stay on deck for both players. Will Bolt Strike have a lot more use for his? We're beginning the mix of Mika. Brimstone 1, Brimstone 2. We're going to see the third time. Tried it.
Oh no! Get a little too obvious, a little too obstinate right there. You see that corner push off the EX hands, but the back throw from Luffy. He wants to run his game plan. You see the slide. I like to call it from Bolt Strike, even though it didn't work there. But now Luffy gets to run the double team right here. The double stuff stays in front. But again, Bolt Strike mashes his way out. He's like, I'm not taking this, dog. I know what happens next. I don't want to become a highlight reel. I'm good.
Be careful. Great backdash away from the command grab. Wasn't enough to kill. And Bolt Strike could kill there. But he didn't spend the CA. And he's putting one more mix-up and can't put Luffy in a chip situation. He spent his V-reversal. Great air to airs on Bolt Strike. Is taking game 1 with not the Vega, not the Gil, but the Seth.
And I gotta say, I mean, this set looks a little fresh, right? I'm not gonna say it doesn't look bad, because Bolt Strike's a good player in the way that how good he is. Obviously he's put in character, but he's challenging things that he knows Luffy will do. And I like that he's playing the player a lot.
Round 1.
Yeah, Bolt Strike being very aware of his options, especially as that standing mean point. He's constantly trying to take his turn at crouch LP of Seth. Moves so far, and because that standing mean point is -2, he wants to take his turn. He doesn't want to give Luffy 3 mix-ups in that situation.
We've also seen a lot of with command grabs and things like that from Luffy. Let's see if he cleans it up too and switches up his approach. And right there, he did. Baits out the DP. Big punish right here. Puts him back down on the ground, not enough for the stun, but this will get it done. Throws him down to the ground, build up that bar like build the bear, and send him back to the corner for the finish. Luffy.
Fully X bar from that one stun situation.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, these interrupts on the V-skill 2 dash. Bolt's are trying to control neutral with it, and now Luffy is ready. Both from that stand MP, baiting out these EXDPs, drop his counter conversions though, Bolt Strike able to escape the corner.
A little bit of a drop there. Goes for the EX though against the X kick, but the wake, you got to make this man respect. You got to put the respect. Pull the belt if you need to. Now command grab to the corner. The Brimstone, the double stuff right here. Oh, you thought, but no, I got somebody behind me. You thought it was a 1v1, it's a 2v1 out here. But whips the command grab. Now Bolt Strike definitely capitalize. I suspect a super. Not just yet. He's saving that bar. What you saving that for? What you saving that bar for? You can't take it to the next round. You can't put that in a doggy bag and take it home, dog. What are you doing?
You don't test Luffy's wake-up options. He is going to wake up crouch LP like it's a 1-frame invincible backdash. He is using it. And Bolt Strike's having a really hard time dealing with all these wake-up buttons. And it's paying dividends for Luffy. In neutral as well, these V-skill 2 dash checks with the stand MP have been so godlike, able to take Bolt Strike to the corner right at the start.
this is brutal right here. There we go, the crush. Bolt strike getting baited. This, you see the power of not having time with a character, not having a lot of time spent with a character. Now Luffy's like, okay, cool. You introduce level 1, let me introduce you to level 2, 3, 4, and maybe 50. But that's unfortunate right there. Bolt strike gonna capitalize, but back to mid-screen with the V skill.
Ready with the V trigger 1. Are we looking for our hands to activation? Gotta be careful that drop kick. A giant swing can kill Bolts right now. Seth is a pick made out of paper. He is 925 health.
I mean, it's like a paper bag. There's knives in the bag, but it's a paper bag all the same. The Brim's still gonna finish it out. Luffy looking super strong again. Being a specialist, you see the strength right there. Knowing these minute things that are definitely gonna change the matchup a little bit.
Look at perfect hard taking the corner. Going with that V-skill 2 hand special, leading -2, but too far away for any sort of throw.
I got Bolt strike definitely coming. Oh, gets the X. I was gonna say my man's working the V skill really well, you know, backing off and changing up the options after that, but I like how he's playing patient. He saw what could happen if, you know, this character puts you in the corner, the dash up throw. The throw game of this game, strike throw game of this character, super good.
Backdash was so great from Bolts to avoid the dash go, but we're seeing it now. Call that MVC2 assist, and we're in the corner with CA on deck. Gotta be careful of his next giant swing, of his next brimstone. It can stun. For bottom, V-trigger 1 ready for Bolt strike. Building that chip because he does have CA. Chip him out while you have the chance.
What do you think he's gonna do? You gonna wake up? Oh! On your wake up, I'm gonna hit you with that EX command grab. Go back to sleep. It's bedtime.
The RKO
Bring me your Vega. Bring me your Vega. Stop messing. Stop fronting. Bring me your Vega right now. Stop playing with this character because it's time. It's time to see the real main, right? This isn't working out. No matter how strong a character is, you have to spend the time to really flesh them out and get someone who's spent the time with their character for years upon years, thousands more matches. It don't matter. He's still going in. Bolt strike's still going with the character CrossedMoon. What is he doing?
He believes in the Seth. I believe in the Seth. Let's go. Bullet trying to build on that damage. Miss punishes there from Luffy.
Maybe he'll figure something out along the way, but he's got to do something real soon. Destination stop is almost there. About to be losing.
Luffy going from a cancel from that target combo to catch Bolt Strike trying to punish, and then from the air reset, punish Bolt Strike by trying to punish him. Great awareness on Luffy, but Bolt Strike finally gets some knockdowns here and there. Got the V-trigger now from both players. Gotta be careful on that assist. He's ready to call it out.
Gets the throw right here. Stuck in the corner. Yep, activation. You thought you could press, put him back down on the ground, and another throw to finish it. Normal addition. Luffy 1 away from putting Bolt Strike down to losers, and yet another clean sweep. We don't need it. We want the things to be dirty. We want them dirty Street Fighter 5 matches. We get multiple matches through, but right now we're not getting that. Luffy trying to put this man down.
Confirmed has been so insane, and into the standing heavy punch as well. Knew it and reaching that distance. Bolt Strike has C on deck, but he's barely spending any bar. He's been sitting on that bar for almost all the game, and it's gonna cost him because he's getting the EXDP out on his building.
And it don't matter. He spent the bar, and it don't matter because Luffy got it done. You can see how comfortable Luffy was in the past 2 matches. He was like, I know what you're gonna do. I'm living in your head rent free, and I'm not paying a damn dime. And now he gets to move on and winner side of things. And Bolt Strike, you're getting the losers, dog.
Welcome to the deep ocean. You have there is no island nearby. Have fun with the sharks below you. And we find out which shark is to deal with next, because we've got Kills You versus Muscle Noob, Kareen versus Ken, or that Mika. We've seen Kills You's Mika. We've seen it against Mr. Crimson, and maybe a bust it out for Ken. Who knows?
Yeah, I'm curious. I mean, first 3 again allows you to have more time to play, allows you to have more time to switch. We didn't really see a switch right there from Bolt Strike. Maybe we should have, but having a first 3 again allows you to switch back and forth with your characters, especially for people who probably know how to switch back between the characters. Like, you spent the time playing sets where, like, okay, my first run didn't work so well like the first match, I can switch to the next one, or maybe I'll wait 2 in or whatever. You can kind of find that pacing. I'm really curious to see what Killzoo is going to do. I see the Seth right there. I gotta imagine my dude's just testing it out, seeing what the flavor of the month, or I guess the rest of the couple months until the patch hits, is all about, right? But Muscle Noob, all about that Ken, all about that B skill too. Making Logan out there fuming every time he plays because he's like, that won't work. But Muscle Noob is putting in the work.
I love that V skill too. Even if it's not optimal, at least the animation is stylish.
Yeah, yeah. You know, that's the thing. Is like I feel like with this game, in a lot of fighting games, you gotta find what's optimal for you, and maybe it won't take you as far as other Ken players. This is no affront to Muscle Noob. We're saying that he won't get farther, but maybe it works for you so well that it makes up for the difference of that thing not being optimal, right? And it's such a balanced game like Street Fighter V. There are some cases where players we've seen, obviously Fossa in this tournament as well, run V Trigger 2 or V Skill 2 or whatever with the characters and still make it far, right? It's different, but it works.
And sometimes being different can go the distance. Some people are like, oh, you're in V Trigger 1. I don't even know what V Trigger 2 does. I don't need to know. But away from the Yuri and towards the match, we're seeing the pink Korean, pink hair, pink clothes, pink shoes.
Fight.
Against Muscle Noob now and again.
Double dash throw. Yo, he looking out here like a CFN Ryu right there. That was definitely CFN Ryu. The double dash on him. Hit him with the Mario Kart. But let's see how he finishes things out though, Muscle Noob. The thing about Muscle Noob, he's really good about setting the pace, the tone, the way he wants. Sometimes he'll be aggressive, sometimes he'll go in. And right now he's going real deep, all the way in there.
Standing offensive, Killsy managed to get out with a V-Trigger activation. Muscle Noob trying to fight his corner though with punish.
The beast go back to mid-screen. Fireball pressure right here too, add a little bit of damage on.
Roar HDP, just rip it out. You have so much health to work with that it may win you the round. Frame trapping kills you after they have V skill 2, kills you taking gambles that are not working out for him, and Muscle Noob's up one round.
Exactly. Yo, Muscle Noob using that V skill we were talking about. See right there, put a little bit of damage on the deck. The throw pressure to the corner. EX, try to side switch, but did not work. Kills you. Gonna take advantage of the situation.
Queen's got you in the corner, that's where a throw game becomes even more deadly. Doesn't get much Oki mid-screen, but in that corner, absolutely terrifying to deal with. Muscle Noob always in a great job of finding his way out, using that Hadouken to great effect, catching him with the late anti-airs. We're pulling that damage to the EXDP, we're getting the Oki, and we're taking Kills You to the corner.
Until Kills You finds a way out though. He found a way. It's like in Jurassic Park. Light finds a way. Karen finds a way with a crush. Gets the knockdown. What's the wake-up situation? Like how Kills You backed off, still going in for the pressure, and he's willing to spend some of that bar because it's perfectly fine. You don't need to kill them with the bar. You already got the CA at the bottom to see them in the next round. If you land that confirm, will it happen though?
Muscle Noob has to be really careful throwing fireballs now. Kills You does have CA. Great confirms, and that should be the round for Kills You. Spending the butter while he's got it. Tie up the rounds 1-1.
Nothing wrong with that too, right? Like, I feel like Karen's one of those characters that she's gonna be all up in the business right there, getting a lot of the bar and stuff like that. So if you spin it round 2, not too terrible.
Also fishing for those standing knee push buffers, trying to take Kills You to the corner as quick as possible. He's doing a good job of poking away. Korean's got far-reaching buttons, but Ken's counterpult game is not going to be something to be scoffed at.
Backdash away from the throw. Dash in for the throw, puts him back in the corner. This is where Ken loves to play. This is how he wins with the V reversal. I like how Kills You knew that this could be dangerous. So trying to go back to mid-screen, good conversion right here in the counter hit, the 4-piece.
Featuring on one right for Muscle Noob now, looking for the activation from that EX Fireball. But Kills You just been V reversing, deciding I don't need a V trigger, I just build that grey health. Force Muscle Noob off of me, not give him any free gettings. And force with no EX bar to try and make this comeback. And this might be enough to kill. It is spending both EX bars to close it out. Kills You looking strong, taking game 1 over Muscle Noob.
Living up to that name. And sometimes it was looking dire, right? You see the double dash and things like that to get him off pace, right? To put the mental stack on it. But at the same time, Kills You's like, cool, I'm going to run my confirm game. I'm going to catch you coming in. You see him dashing and, just delay just a tad bit and get the hits. You see the counter hit comes, so like, Muscle Noob's trying to react, gets counter hit, and that's just the blessing of Karen's buttons. Don't look at what it says at the top. Karen is mid. Don't look at that.
Lies.
Don't look at that. Karen, this character is still ridiculous.
She saw some changes, saw some stun changes, but she still got everything she had last season. She just doesn't stun as quick.
Right.
Takes a few more hits.
Yeah. Imagine having to work a little bit more. Like if you're hitting him with a truck still, you just gotta run him over a little bit, right? You just gotta back up a little bit. But back in the corner we go. Muscle Noob with the confirm the EX. Gets a throw as well, and this is again where Ken loves to play. Gets a Lion Breaker, DP finisher. One more hit for the stun. The tech to stay alive.
And the crouch MK Kills You, not respecting the pressure, and Muscle Noob's taking that round. You can never doubt Muscle Noob's momentum. If he gets the first hit of the round, gets a knockdown, it's so hard to come back from it. He maintains.
He's got to have that momentum. I feel like he's got to have that momentum, right? He's got to be. He's a player that has to feel that momentum and have it, you know, in the actual play itself, right? And he can't have it slip away. If he has momentum, he's doing great. But if it slips away, which Killsy would love to do right now with the activation, it's looking dire.
He is forcing Killsy close and close to that corner. He's trying to fight his way out. EXDP extension, build on that damage. He's gonna be so careful. Still trying to keep that corner. Muscle Noob checking Killsy's reactions there with that 15 frame dash. Take the throw. Take the throw.
Yes, plus frames. Why are you pressing, my friend? That is plus. That is plus.
Can win.
What are you doing?
Q's like, ah, that's +1. I can take my turn. It's fine. And he was like, what are you pressing a bigger button than 7 frames for? This is a heavy punch for you. You're gonna think about that slap.
That's gonna hurt right there because we're the 1-on-1, right? The thing about that is, like, you know, being +1 matters a lot in this game. You know, a lot of people try to challenge if they want to stay alive, but at the same time, they press a heavier button than yours. Priority system kicks in, and you hear the crash. You hear the absolute crumble. Muscle Noob evening things out right here and trying to put another one on the board. Will he be able to do so as he takes Killsy to the corner?
We've seen a similar style once again. Taken to the corner, and Killsy can't seem to find a way to escape. Heavy DP, what's the mix? Just going for the throw. He was in the corner now, and against Kareem, this is a horrible place to be. Got the V reverse as well, shimmy in, we build that damage, we got the EX bars. It's to be
down the ground, the throw. Yeah, this is looking dire right here. Checks him, you gotta pay the toll, dog. Before you go, you gotta pay the toll. 25 cents. My man's V's going for damn dear life, and he actually lands a conversion right here. The V-trigger activation, DP Enderer, and trying to get the smooth through. I love this mix. I love the movement, and I love the shimmy from Muscle Noob.
Taking them around. He may have been on the ropes there, going for that cross, trying to expect Kills to go for that crouch headbutt to Korean. Huge damage coming in now. Muscle Noob taking huge gambles, and he just lost a good chunk of health, a good chunk of life. And he's closer and closer to that stun. You can see Killsy trying to maintain it with those buttons. Keep the stun gauge. Taking up. We're in the corner.
Okay, Tatsu stays in front. He knows that. That's season, oh, that's season 1 or 2 right there, man. V reversal, I like that from Killsy. Again, don't need that V bar to kill. All you need is that CA right there. Actually, less than that if you find the right conversions. Killsy would love to do that. I'm also keeping it at that mid distance, but he knows he has to get in. Eventually, EX, you cannot throw a fireball, which he's got meter, and you will pay in kind as he spends all 3 bars for the double tap. The triple tap, I should say, kills you, taking that.
That EX up of Karine. If you're a fireball character, if she has 1 EX bar, you're on low health, you don't have a fireball anymore. It's gone.
Yeah.
Don't test that reaction.
Just remove it from the move list, dog. Like, don't do it. Don't do it. DP ender right here. EX addition from Muscle Noob. Trying to get the follow-up. I like the blocks and kills you. Trying to chase down the EX. The shimmy. Didn't get the full conversion. It's unfortunate. He dropped the cross.
V-Trigger 1 ready for Killsy now. He's been given it. Has that V-Reverse trying to catch backlash from Muscle Noob? But we activate V-Trigger now. No V-Reverse for you. You're getting tossed closer and closer to that corner. Muscle Noob really fishing for those standing meme kick confirms. The whiff punish on that dive kick. So much
that was immaculate. Dog, that was chef kiss. Y'all didn't see it, but I definitely hit you all with the chef kiss. That was mwah, right there. That's how you know this man's practiced with this character. He's always looking for that final conversion, the crouching mini kick. Or, I mean, at this point, them 3 bars looking a little delicious too. I don't know if that's going to kill out, but it's definitely going to hurt. Can't throw out fireballs here. You can't be lacking or slacking. Muscle Noob says, I won't be. As he gets the conversion, not enough to kill, but careful here. Careful here. Don't get touch or tap, baby.
Don't take the throw. Look, we made memes about taking the throw over and over again, but you can't be taking the throw now, Muscle Noob. You gotta start reaching or something.
Not throw a fireball either, Muscle Noob. It must suck to have your tools taken away, right? Like, you can't do certain things, and the back throw's enough to do it. Kills you. Using that character's backwalk speed again and again for those shimmies. Catching the man's off guard. It's going down to the wire each match, but at the same time, Kills you is only 1 game away from moving on, putting poor old Muscle Noob in the losers. Y'all gotta give him some more scoops, dog. He needs more protein scoops. Buff up this man, because we want to see more games. We want to see more Kid.
Alright, Muscle Noob, I know I told you to take the throw. Come on, man, don't listen to me. I'm a commentator. I don't play for a reason. But huge point now for Kills you.
We're on the mic for a reason. Follow up V skill. Press all them buttons, trying to get the ace knockdown, gets the sweep as well. I like that. The crush follow up. Oh, he tried to go for the reset, didn't work. Now Kills you able to activate. You gave this man room to breathe, and now he's going to capitalize. It's crouching medium. Yeah, both them wreck. A side switch. You knew it was coming.
Okay, the back throw with the V-Trigger 1. That's something you got to be so careful of against Ken. As soon as that V-Trigger 1's ready, and you get standing heavy kick in there in the corner, they're going to back throw. They want to keep you in that corner. This is their turn. 3 X bars even for Kills. You've got to be careful throwing fireballs now. Those Hadokens could cost you around with that CA. It's quite a bit of scaling, but Kareem hits hard. Is this gonna kill? With the guts, is that gonna kill?
I don't argue. They say nothing. What happened? But they never heard pressure. They said, where did damage go? They cried. They cried and whined for weeks. Karen, oh, she can't kill anybody. Are you kidding me? Kills you on match point. Best CA.
X bars unlocked. Trying over those throws, huge crush counters, but no big conversions. Picking that V-Skill 2 means the crush counters on Ken don't hurt as hard as they normally would. CA on deck for Muscle Move now. Has the X bars from his comeback from being stuck in that corner. Kills you, try to control that space, checking these V-Skills, stun his building, and then he can't take that throw. Bust out with EXDP. Get the side switch. Gotta be careful of that EX will send her a wake up from Kills you.
The reversal though puts the Great Life on the board. Be careful any confirm right now. That Great Life building up, it's gone. And only one more hit to do it. Kills you about to send. Muscle the losers. V reversal puts him back in the corner. Dash up, back throw.
The shimmies!
After that, the Lion Breaker. He's like, you got shimmies, I got them too with the EXTP finisher. Muscle Noob fighting back.
Giving him a shot, you can knocking him up, and Muscle Noob, it ain't not going down for that fight. Taking that round, but Kills you off to a nice start. You know, just slow walk up throw. Most of them a bit afraid of Kills use low confirms. It's like, you know what, I'll just walk up and toss.
Walk through the pasture, dog. That's what it's all about. Kills you getting hit with low, but not a big conversion from that. And this is the thing about, those crouch media kicks. A lot more dangerous when they come from Karen, but they don't matter. The danger is all in Muscle Noob's hands as he throws Kills you to the corner. And this is what Ken loves to play. Pick up. This should be enough for stun. It's done. We're going to 2-2, baby. 2-2.
Yo, Ken hurts. Don't doubt Ken. Ken hurts. Even without that V trigger, Ken with an EX bar, your health just goes. Your health gets melted. Your health gets melted. That fire is hot. That fire is hot. You know your melting point. He has it.
I mean, you look at this character, right? When the thing about him is he just feels like he's unstable, right, in the neutral. But when he puts you in the corner, he's got the bar to work with. He can definitely put the flame. And now we are 2-2 between the two, right? Now we're playing against, who's in moving on the losers. It's getting super close. Muscle Noob making the adjustments, but Kills you. Great round start, and he'd love to hold this, right?
Really fishing those standing Mika confirms. You can see Kills you trying to space himself just outside of Ken's standing Mika range. Trying to play that really clean foot escape, walk inside standing Mika range, walk out, and he's forcing Muscle Noob to go for that standing medium punch, which Kills you's having an easier time dealing with.
Activation finally gonna allow us to go back to mid-screen. DP as well. Tatsu, no bait right there, gets hit low. Not a lot of damage, just a slight creasing on the shoes. Heavy, no conversion. Now the activation. This should be enough right here. Yes, sir. Kills you on match point again.
Muscle Noob is at a massive bar disadvantage, and with Kills you with CA, he's gonna be so careful tossing those fireballs. It crosses up, meaning Kills you punish the awareness on the amount of minus frames from it crossing up.
He knows how to play this match, and he's doing super strong right here, building up that bar again like Build-A-Bear. Shimmy, bait, gonna spin the bar because he wants the stun. He wants that one hit to get it done, and he will. Kills you is going to send Muscle Noob to losers. Dust them shoulders off. Kills you moves on, taking on Muscle Noob in a close set. Yo, before we even move on ourselves, I want to give a big shout out to KO Loader out there with the Party 21. Welcome, y'all, to the Saltmine League finals. You guys are witnessing some great Street Fighter V action, and you're gonna bear witness to even more as we just saw Kills you send Muscle Noob down to the dungeon.
The closest set so far, and the sets are only gonna get closer as tensions get higher because now the losers bracket one round away from getting knocked out of the tournament. The highest money for first place, and you've got a long run ahead from the loser side.
That's correct. If we look at the bracket here, we have Fossa versus Will 2Pac in losers round 1. And then, we also have Reason's Bolt Strike versus Muscle Noob. They'll be going up against each other. And then the winner side of things is going to be Mr. Crimson versus Hurricane. And then also Luffy versus Kills You. So that will be what the bracket is, guys. Make sure you guys are tweeting this out, letting the people know what's good. Why do I only see 300 people up in here? Y'all want me to make the mic hot. y'all want to see some great games, y'all need to bring the people in. Y'all need to get the audience going. So I need you guys to tweet it out. I need you guys to clip everything that you see. I need you guys to shill this like it's your damn job, okay? And then also, I need you guys to run them subs. If you got an Amazon Prime, run it there. Hit up the Match Arena as well. Show them love and support for the Saltmine League, for the players, because people, we've got some nasty, delicious, delectable games coming your way. It's only going to get sloppy, messy, and full of crush counters. Man, I can't wait. Will 2Pac versus Fossa to see who's the first person going home in this finale.
Lucia versus Yuri. Now, we saw Fossa land some really dirty stuff on Will 2Pac before. We saw that V-Trigger 2 combo just melt health bars. We saw him go from corner to corner and kill Will 2Pac for about 60%. Let's hope he's not his labbing this time. You can't be jumping back against that V-Trigger 2. I know it's scary. I know this big charging guard break is scary. But you gotta react. You gotta do something, anything at all, except jump into it.
Just the fact that they have to fight each other after that happened, after it was tweeted out, like, it's gonna be even more painful if he doesn't find anything for it, right? Like, if he messes up now, like, you get a double feature for the clips, right? For the high fly clips, like, people get really go in on you, like, oh, you didn't lab this out. Don't let Rush down. He showed you how to deal with it. But let's see if he knows how to deal with it. Remember, people, this is V-Trigger 2 Urian. Something different on the deck. Got the 2-bar that you rarely ever see, but it's still very powerful, still very strong. Will 2Pac got pieced up last time by not respecting it. Let's see what he does this time.
Still going up Pink Urian, putting the shades on. He ain't taking off those clothes. He's keeping them on. He's ready to fight this.
He's a businessman.
See if Will 2Pac can deal with his Urian this time. Already getting the V-Skull one. It's going to be a hard time for Will 2Pac to toss those fireballs now, thanks to that single plate of armor. Especially with that heavy headbutt, heavy kick tackle. He seems to have forced his way through. Will 2Pac with a nice spacing.
Yeah, it's just too far out, unfortunate. So Will 2Pac go back to the fireball game where, Urian has a little bit of trouble dealing with, but at the same time, tackles can come through. The match he needs for the Sky's Dog, no lotion, and that V-Skill at max distance just allowing him to power up.
On his way in, nice slides, not spaced well enough to that crouching light punch. Moving to the corner, applying that fireball pressure, and the headbutt anti-airs into reset. We're taking the corner, and that V-Trigger 2 is almost ready. Blocking another fireball will give it to him. Trying to force away these headbutts, taking these gambles. Not been paying off too well yet.
That natural defense that Fossa has, you see him blocking all that out, definitely helping him out right there. Has the hands up, hot and ready, but Fossa, now with V-Trigger, can start the offense, just has to find the mark, just has to find the hit to do it. Bad tackle, take the throw. Take my throw, here's the Batista bomb right back at you.
We've seen this situation before. He has the V-Trigger 2, he has the V-Skull warning, he does it again! The Aeon deck and I'll be enough to kill! You gotta be ready for the 2 armor.
We told you about this. You should have sat in the lab. Did you not think you were gonna see it? Yo, call him out on Twitter for that one. Yeah, they told you how to deal with this, but Will 2Pac still falling for it. First round goes to Fossa. Now Will 2Pac super angry, going on the aggressive, trying to keep it there. Fossa got to fight his way out of the corner to the toe taps, helping out quite a bit, adding some damage back on the deck, and now just avoiding the fireballs very easily. You see him just taking trades here and there because it's not a big deal, because he knows if he finds his way in, it's going to hurt.
But he's still one up as well, able to armor through these fireballs, trying to maintain that spacing. But one of the really difficult things about Lucy's fireball is the arc it travels that can make jumping in at it even more scary, even on the mid. The Raven faster, swift activation, what's the mix?
Just gonna back away, Will 2Pac, knowing that one converts like one crushing meeting kick or a charge up like that. Did you not watch how you got pieced up last time? They showed you what you did wrong, and yet you were being obstinate, and Fossa's gonna take advantage of that entire situation. If you're not gonna learn, you're gonna get the hands, dog. It's just that simple. If you're not gonna learn, you're gonna get the hands.
Like, Will 2Pac's really struggling with that. The V-Trigger 2 activates, and he's like, you know what? It's like, you fell for it before, you're gonna be having nightmares about the shoulder for the rest of time. You're gonna be thinking about this. You're gonna learn about the
imagine. Dog, you gotta imagine my man was like, he wakes up with the sweat. He's like, V-Trigger 2 tackle. But like, you see that he's still falling for a lot of things that have come from this character, you have to learn how to deal with it. Like if you're not, and if they're not presenting an option like that, Foster can just keep running that game plan. It's perfectly fine.
On that pressure, catching him low. Faster just getting most of his damage from pokes in the moment. These air-to-air, staying in front, fishing for crush counters. That big handshake, the secret handshake of the Urian Club.
Dog, that's a COVID handshake right there. Trying to make you catch something. Oh, the headbutt counter hit follow up right here. Keeping the pressure on. Max distance off the tackle. I love that. EX gets a punish. I thought that was going to be enough time to recover, but not.
He tries to run Will 2 back. He built up that damage now. Do a bit more than the shimmy, but Faster ain't reaching. He has the health to take a couple more throws. He can take at least another one before he's in that really dangerous situation. Feature 2 activated. You don't want to get caught by another one. We've seen it enough times.
Interrupts the EX run and gets a two-piece right there. Fossa just denying a lot of the pressure that Will 2Pac wants to do, right? We see a lot of the EX runs trying to come through, denied. Fireballs, mostly denied. We see a lot of conversions, max distance as well from Fossa in counter hit style. Like, my can't even press the button without getting hit. B-skill though, I like that. B-skill for a V-skill. Checking the race change right there. EX though, I'm getting all up in there.
For no pressure. That's a huge jump for Will 2Pac and getting taken to that corner. It's gonna be a rough. This snagger pressure from Lucia. Some of the scariest. +3 is stupidly good on hits. And he just maintains it. Not getting the confirms. That stun is building faster. Getting his activation. That V-trigger 2. Fucking a hard time to
be the turnaround. This could be the turnaround right here for Fossa. You know, he's had some else. Marks. I like how Will 2Pac's like, I'm stepping away, dog. I saw what happened last time. Blocks it out this time. Fade away. Punish. Don't follow up just yet. Needs a little bit more to kill. And the slide will do it. Scoot stepping away with that W.
Yeah, that's a put in an unfortunate situation there. Had some health left, but with the armor nerf we saw back in Season 3, you can't be using that V-trigger 2 to armor through any jump-ins anymore. You know, it'll kill us nowadays. 2 X bars on there. Now V-skill wants to force away with that EX tackle. Will 2Pac to control that space with these fireballs. You know, Lucy hasn't got the best pokes to that fireball. The really strange arcs can make up for the lack of range that she has.
We get one with that EX right there, but the crouching mid kick buffers, great. You gotta have those with this character, right? It's reminiscent of, you know, other poking characters. The crouching mid kick leads to so much for this character.
He almost did it again!
Rushdown was on the phone. He was like, dog, let me teach you something. You're getting pieced up, and I'm tired of seeing it. Rushdown coming through in the clutch, but unfortunate, gets caught with a bad V skill. Pick up, backing away. EX this time activation has to do it. Fade away, punish. The easy bait of it. Let me get that EX upper. Boom.
He was grasping the straws, and the straws weren't coming to him. Will 2Pac was like, do you want something to eat? Nah, it's mine now. Here's a fist.
Yo, I know Will 2Pac was that we looking through the notes. He definitely had Rush on the DMs. He said, help me, dog. Help me, please. I don't want to become a meme. Help me, please. And the thing is, it worked out. Dealing with it in that way, we jump forward. You're not going to be pieced up at that distance, at least, right? It was the right move.
Something that Will 2Pac is doing great is constantly dashing about, making go through space, and like he always loves to do that Lucia and catching out fast as Antia. He's been forced to play neutral so much and try and deal with those constant V-skills from the runs, the raw run stops, the dashes, that when a jump comes in, he's not prepared.
Slide max distance right there. I like the spacing that he's been employing this entire time. That slide, that spacing really hard to punch, even if it's on hit when it is not, when it is negative. Also trying to put the aggression on. I feel like that switch that he wants to do when he wants to go from defensive to aggressive. Will 2Pac is just checking with the normals, with the crouching mini kick, and now the pressure is on with V-trigger.
V-trigger 2 ready for fast mode with swoop activation. He is looking, but Will 2Pac with the reach, jumping over it and taking it to the corner. Gotta be careful of using that EX headbutt, reaching once again, and that will be enough to stun Will 2Pac taking that route.
Will 2Pac, man. People in the chat were like, see ya. Who cares about this character? You want to win pick Yuri, but you see what Will 2Pac is doing right here. He's able to get a lead. If he's not having a lead, then corner conversions are super good. Then corner resets are super good. But here we go to the corner. Here we are from Fossa, I should say. I like that. Take your turn back.
Stun building, 3 X bars to spend, trying to get the pressure in the corner. Will 2Pac's really trying to find his way out, but he has a full red gauge in the dream, but the dream is gonna die because Fast closing it out, giving them the leg.
Dog said, wake up. It's time to wake up. And that's the thing is like, you know, sometimes you don't have them in rounds. And Fossa didn't even need trigger for that. I feel like Fossa starting to get a read on the EX or the fireballs and the jumpers and things like that. And he just has to switch up that pacing and keep it there. But will 2-pack trying to come in strong, using the B skill for the push, going with the flipper shots, trying to back off. But every time you back off, you allow him to B skill, and that's something else you have to deal with.
Looks like a nice life lead. You can see him just waiting out. He has the life lead, the 75 seconds on the clock. He can just wait for Fossa to take a risk trying to get in towards him. But he's at V-Trigger 2 now. And look at the EX tackle activation. Don't become the highlight reel again!
Rejecting neutral, he says, I'm having that V-Trigger 2. If you don't know how to deal with it, you're going to have to hold this. Has him locked down on the corner right here. Charging up front of his face. Yeah, I like that. Take back your turn and get out as soon as possible. You got to find the exit. EX. The tackle back to mid-screen, gets the meaty follow-up. No vegan. Fossa is poised to take this.
The confirm from the meaty standing meat punch.
You know, it's easy on paper, Cross, to say, yeah, just, you know, do this against the V-Trigger. But in the heat of the moment, when the mental stack is high and a strong top A, when you're being thrown so many things about his character, the EX tackle, the EXDs, things like that, and with his fireball and everything else like that, it's so hard to keep track of like, oh, in this instance, I'll do this, right? But I like that DP from Will 2-Pack Round Star, using it as a good anti-air and slide on through and getting the impression on counter hit combo.
Back right. We're moving to the corner now. Faster ready with those headbutt anti-airs, but the cross-up sometimes gonna beat it, sometimes the headbutt will win. You know what's gonna win these? Jump it and move it to the corner, giving Faster that V-Trigger, but drops conversions, giving him the corner with a V-Trigger ready to use. Gotta be careful of that protect. Counter hits, but no conversions.
You gotta believe, man. It's Sunday. You gotta believe in them confirms, dog. Pick up with the tackle. Hold this heavy kick. Activation from Will 2-Pack, but it don't matter. My man's still pressing. Did not find the confirm. Did not link. That's unfortunate. Will 2-Pack gonna answer back. EX. A bit more to do for either person to wake up. I can't believe he did it. And because he just did it, he about to done do it as he is on match point against Will 2-Pack.
Faster using his noggin and able to that round. Will 2-Pack having a hard time against this Yuri and taking loads of counters. Really looking for any big damage you can get from interrupting this pressure. Faster in the control in the corner. Still building that stun gauge. Will 2-Pack getting caught by a lot of fireballs, and finally taking the corner with some EX master spend. But Lucy
kick, I like that. Oh, the headbutt. That I love that Amari right there. But here's the crush, though. Time for the setups. Hope you learn this day one stuff. Gets to pick up the crouching medium kick right here. Creasing up them shoes. I know you bought those at Payless, son. Them ugly right there. Good finisher. And the counter hit. Caught him pressing the meaty style. And this should be enough. Will 2-Pack stays alive. He doesn't get fried. I love it. I love seeing this fight back and forth. But still, Fossa's on match point, right?
Let's see on deck. Will 2-Pack had to spend all his bar to get that round. Faster, just waiting on it. Sitting on a bunch of butter, ready to spend that EX headbutt to go for these projectiles. Ready to spend it on the CA to do huge damage right to start. -7, good punish, building the damage, but EX DP right back at you, getting kicked away. Maxis
is the toe tap, backing off. Just like, you know, and that's the thing is like, if you backs off like that, you think he might come in, yeah, with the B skill, or maybe he'll charge it with the EX tackle. So many options that this character presents in the neutral, where he wants to skip neutral, to be honest. Makes it difficult, but I like the whip punch on the crouching medium, and had the buffers on those crouching medium kick. But here's the crush, and here we go, the charge.
Unblockable!
On your wake up into the super. Is this gonna be enough? CrossedMoon.
Oh my
God!
God!
Gonna take us with a ridiculous combo. You gotta hold this CA to see out of the tournament. Fossa taking down Will 2-Pack and moving on in losers. You can't lab up something where you gotta hold that. I'm not sure what he could have done, to be honest. I'm not sure what he could have done on that wake up.
I mean, the guard break may have saved his life. I just watched someone's health bar get obliterated. That was not fun to watch. That was terrifying.
Where'd it go, Cross? I'm looking at my pockets. I don't see it. I'm looking at my desk. I don't see it. I can't find it. Where'd her health go? Where'd it go?
To, like, clean up Lucia off the grid. So, like, we're gonna give you a little bit of a break now while someone cleans up that grid after that. A horrible beatdown at the end from Faster. Able to close out that V-Trigger 2.
Yeah, we're gonna do a quick break, and when we return, there'll be more games along the way, I believe. Oh, after the we have one more match. I'm sorry. Never mind. We have one more losers. And then we're gonna hit you guys at the break. So chill out with us. We're gonna have our last match before the break. It looks like it's gonna be Bullet Strike with. Oh, never mind. I'm a liar. A good read, right? We're gonna hit you guys with a quick break. Not even esports break. Just a quick one. Chill out with us. Relax. You guys are tweeting this out. Saltmine League finale. Don't go anywhere.
Over, he still don't get into it. Mama looking for the guard, but yeah, huge damage coming.
EX, another tackle, and another EX tackle. He built up. Nah, clip that.
Done his building. That man is still being reset again. Okay, yes. Two buffs. He's feeling himself. No! Yo, Muscle is looking for the comeback. This is crazy. Wait, are you serious?
I love that. Good answer there. A little bit of damage.
Oh my days! Hurricane interrupts the EX like that.
Playing dividend. Shut up! I don't want to take your pleasure.
Not respecting it, getting counted so much, but no counter conversion. No, two about stealing turns. Wins the kick up off the fireball and that jumping around.
Nice grab checks. There's the activation though. Kills you side. Good damage.
Still, nice low confirm. Showing 58.
Reactions to get himself out of these dangerous situations, right? Using the V trigger just to escape the corner and finds the hit and gives the super confirm now.
Two fellas also asked up of it. Yo, you think this is Zangy? The amount of command grabs we're seeing.
Another one!
Take the throw, they said! Getting a bit frustrated, wait for what? He's a little command grab!
Oh my god, please! No! You gotta jump!
Why? Yes, punish him again.
I thought he had meter or something like that, but this does not matter because he's got meter for the CA.
Yep.
Damn!
Manages to reset the bracket.
To start the rest of our losers side, we've got one more match to decide who goes into losers quarterfinals. We're seeing Bolt Strike versus Muscle Noob coming our way. Now, do you think Bolt Strike will bring out Seth again?
I feel like that was a bad idea. I feel like that's a little underbaked, man. You gotta send that back to the kitchen and let that cook a little bit in the fires and flames of ranked and obviously practice mode. But before we get to that, people, my name is St. Cola, and I am joined with CrossedMoon, of course, and we are guys bringing you the Saltmine League finals. So make sure you guys are tweeting this out and hitting up the love in the match arena. Run the codes if they're still available. If they're not, if you got some spare change, throw it their way too as well. And also, you got Amazon Prime, throw it their way as well too to show you more great Street Fighter 5 action. There'll be an announcement, I believe, at the end of all this, on the future of what's going on with this show, with this great series. They'll show some love and support. In the meantime, we're back in the match, Muscle Noob versus Bolt Strike, and man, I don't know about that Seth, dog. I don't know about that Seth.
I don't know, man. I want to see more Seth from Bolt Strike. It's nice to watch that Seth, as a fellow Seth disliker.
You and the whole community is what you mean to say. 95% of the community, every time they see a Seth, it's better than the Cammy season that we used to be in, right? But because we see this character so much, you see a lot of people, run the Twitter fingers and be like, Seth is number one. I hate this character. Oh, I want to see Seth again and again. But it takes work to play him at a high level, right? You get the few wins here and there, but if people who put in a lot of work and time will advance. But at the same time, I don't think Bolt Strike has had enough time with this character.
He had quite a bit of time, but I don't think it's enough to put on the showing that he may be able to put on with that Vega or with that Gil. But we're seeing who's going to pick right away as we're loading in to our match. I don't think we'll be seeing the Gil in this set. I don't think Gil could put up too great of a fight against Ken. Even if he kind of wins the fireball game, it's just the momentum that Ken gets over Gil is so much stronger. We are seeing that Vega pick from Bullstrike away from that Steph towards the Vega. We're seeing, you know, Rodeo Ken. Ready to ride the bull.
Round 1.
You know, that's so funny. Ready to ride the bull, and my man's a matador. Like, who's gonna get the job, right? It's an interview. Who's gonna be the one leading with the job? First round start. Here we go with the command grab. Blow the back out with the Azuna drop. Back to claw for that damage. The conversions from Muscle Noob. Yeah, and this is the thing is like you got to worry about the fireballs, right? You got to find out their pace with the fireballs and deal with it. But the way that Muscle Noob's playing back and forth, hard to pace that.
What's having a hard time against these jumpers, and Muscle Noob's already taking that call. He's trying to control it, but mistiming his DP. Give you a bolt strike, the side switch, and with V-Trigger on, he can do a lot of damage if his next confirm. If he so chooses, might just want to kill with it. A low confirms. We go from corner to corner with that V-Skill 2 into DP. Watch, you gotta be so careful jumping.
Don't press that button. Counter hit. Jumping with the fierce. He's doing the usual things. Low tech. I like that, but you tried and got denied. Couldn't do the command grab. Unfortunate. Muscle Noob gonna take that round.
Great read from Muscle Noob. New Bolt Strike wanted to get a side switch, not just with a back throw with the EX Commander deal more damage. And we're already in the corner to begin with Muscle Noob after an amazing start controlling this space. Not letting Bolt Strike escape these with punishes. One way for the stun, but escaping with that rope. Bolt Strike on the back foot, and he's slowly inching his way away from that corner, but not for long.
Yeah, not anymore. That DP gonna put it right back in there. There's gonna be one good confirm to do it. EX, I love that DP against the Barcelona, but the backdash saves and no confirm to V-Trigger just yet. Wait for that right opportune moment. Careful throwing at the fireballs here. Doesn't matter. Bull Strike is all for that base disallowing, and he disallows that V-Skill. Going for the super, that CA, that critical art for the critical moment to even things out in terms of health. What's the decision? Wake up, free. I can't believe he did it, Cross. I can't believe my man just did it. He woke up with the Tatsu. He woke up with the Tatsu. He said,
you know what? He had an EX bar as well. He had an EX bar to use. He's like, what? Fuck invincibility. I'm just gonna Tatsu.
I can't believe he did that. I can't. That was one of the most Ken things. That's like a Ken thing you don't usually see, but it's a Ken thing all the same. But that's something you have to put in this character's game plan. The stability ain't there, so you gotta put a little spice and not make it so nice. Muscle Noob with the correct wake up. That was ridiculous. Browser head kick Tatsu. Let's go.
Road in that corner. The Jimmy's Muscle Noob. Looking so clean in the moment, building that stun gauge. Bull Strike has no escape. Bait to the front stick. Is that 7 golden letters? Are we seeing some 7 golden letters? I don't think so. Not to kill, but one more mix can do it.
V-Skill. The perfect. Hit him with the perfect. And this is the thing. I feel like the way Bull Strike's trying to play Muscle Noob is like way different than how Muscle Noob wants to play in general. Like Muscle Noob's just playing his own game right now. Bull Strike's like, what is going on? And it's working out. So many things that are happening right now. Never mind. Bull Strike with a confirm. Never mind. Back in the corner. Back on script.
And that pressure stun is building. Couldn't get his anti-air too far away. And now Bull Strike is escaping the corner, going for the claw in the air. But the backdash to shimmy the throw.
He's not getting grabbed. He's not getting gripped, dog. And he's got the backdashes equipped now. Bull Strike sitting real pretty. V-Trigger activation. This is definitely going to do it right here. DP, Ender, they said this V-Skill was trash. They said it was garbage. But it put the damage on the deck. The extension, Muscle Noob. Looking to clean sweep it up, dog. Looking to make it nice and clean before mom comes through. Cleaning up that room like it's a chore. And I'm telling you right now, you have to pick up the pace playing with Muscle Noob when he's playing like this, right? You have to find the gaps. Cannot get caught in the corner. We saw the jump fierce being a problem too, because like answering with that against this character with Vega is ridiculously hard. And with that jump fierce coming down the way it does, it's so difficult to deal with. So you can't even be in the corner.
Somewhere at WSO headquarters, Logan feels a shiver go down his spine. He suddenly feels extremely nauseous as V-Skill 2 Ken is going. He seems to be going even further in his bracket as Bolt Striker put a stop to it as quick as possible.
And you see the power of like, you know, the V-Skill base and things like that, the pickups and stuff. You know, again, whether or not this is optimal doesn't matter, because what I'm seeing right now is my man about to move through the bracket, and what matters to me right now is the results, right? The results are showing me more. I ain't seen all the Kens come through like this. No offense to the other Kens out here. But I see a V-Skill 2 kid out here who's made the Saltmine League finals and is one away from... Oh my, I can't believe he done did it. He picked the Seth. It's ride or die with the Seth. It's like that. I don't know, Cross.
He's ready. I'm ready for
know.
it. You know, he put up a pretty good fight. And then, let's see if he can put up an even better fight against Mortal Noob with this Seth. Oh, not to a start though. Dive kicks.
You can't have mess ups like that. Mistakes like that will definitely cost you, especially against a character that can put the damage on the deck. In particular, the corner. If they find the right DPs just like that, Oki follow V-Skill, throw in another. Oh, okay. I thought that was gonna come through, but the jab saves him. But I need to see more from Bolt Strike, right? I'm so scared.
We're really fishing for these V skills, and Mortal Noob knows how to throw fireballs, the DP anti-airs! But Mortal Noob's taken to that corner, the V-Trigger almost ready for Bolt Strike, and he can really lay on the hurt once he lands his next V skill, or just takes that next block.
Life building now, back down, but still Bolt Strike just feels like he's on the back foot. Line breaker combo, DP ender right here. One good combo to finish this man off. V-Trigger activation, gotta make the comeback here, and gotta make it soon. V-reversal, bait, punish! Boom! DP ender. Muscle Noob one away from a clean 3-0.
Using that V reverse to dodge that V trigger extension from Seth is so perfect. Use that invincibility and get a huge punish down. Muscle Noob.
Sir.
Now at match point, and it's looking so clean. Even against this Seth change, he's ready to adapt.
They said just pick up the character, man. They said just pick up the character, you'll get the wins, but it's not happening like that. Bolt Strike going for the V skill, trying to put something. Now he's gonna get the DP on any extension of his combos, or many of his combos, I should say. Now Bolt Strike trying to walk him down to Armor God, but this is the God Slayer right here. This is the dethroning of the God Slayer right here. Muscle Noob coming through, trying to get the combo, the finisher. V skill pickup, DP not enough to do it. CrossedMoon, one more hit for the finish.
Right, he can make a comeback from this. Come on. Bolt Strike just needs to hit the corner, try to hit a dive kick, but Muscle Noob just needs any hit at all. Can't be spacing those hands incorrectly. He can't even throw out those hands because even the V-Trigger extension can get punished thanks to that V reversal. CA on deck for Bolt Strike. Alone confirms.
Oh, the buffer. You think it was over? Not just yet.
Oh, no!
Oh, you thought you were nice? Stay sucker free, says Muscle Noob as he takes the 3-0 over Bolt Strike. That must have been a misinput. That must have been a mistake. I'm not sure, but that was a bad bet either way. Bolt Strike out of the tournament. Muscle Noob moving on. Y'all didn't want to see the Seth anymore. Well, guess what? The Slayer has come.
Nah, Seth ain't out just yet. We do have that Seth on Hurricane. We've seen Hurricane Seth. It's still out there. I don't know if we'll see it, but it's still in the bracket. You can never escape Seth. Everyone has a pocket Seth if you believe hard enough.
if you just believe hard enough, you can make the character work. But now, we're going to be moving up to the winner side of things. This is going to be interesting right here, because we got to determine who's going to be moving on further in the winner side of bracket. And this is where you want to be, right? It's in the winner side, in the winner side of grand finals especially. And one of the biggest picks that we've seen is Mr. Crimson. That's kind of been like the hidden threat of the season. Recently come to the Saltmine League, putting in a lot of work, won a few of the tournaments, and placed a lot of the top 8s. But at the same time, he's got to go up against the champ, the crown king right now. And in winner side of things, like, is dangerous because they both want to stay here. They both want to keep that heat, that fire, but only one can move on.
Damn right, and this is going to be extremely close. So we have seen Mr. Crimson take over Hurricane every once in a while. We have seen Hurricane take it over Mr. Crimson. It's going to be so close, but we're waiting to see what we're going to get from Mr. Crimson and from Hurricane. Mr. Crimson does have that G pick, however, as we have no good citizen in chat, it is my job to downplay G and the Kami matchup. Not very good for G.
I mean, yeah, it's not fun, right?
He doesn't have a DP anti-air. He doesn't have anti to dive kick.
Yeah, like they're not consistent, right? And also when she gets the pressure on, it's hard to stop her. Not having reversal, I know people are tired of hearing it, but like not having reversal kind of sucks against a character like Cammy, right? When she rules the air approach and the ground approach once she gets in, no 3-frame, No real big reversal. Having to spin V-bar is an unfortunate trade for G, because that's where his win condition is for a lot of matchups. I mean, you pop trigger, that's where the game starts really for G. So I would imagine, yeah. I mean, he saw his great imagine neutral, but like she can keep up. So I feel like Mr. Crimson in this match, he's done it. He's beaten Hurricane with Sim using that character. So I feel like that might be the choice decision. I don't think Sim beats Cammy at all, but the way that he plays makes people question it though.
I mean, it's a mutiny about to start. Scammy Cammy is on the stream, ready to load in. We see Mr. Crimson versus Hurricane. Can't get fired if Ritas can't tell us we're fired. If I close the chat, it never happened. It doesn't happen. I'm not been fired.
If you don't get the pink slip, you get to come in tomorrow. You good to go. You don't get the pink slip, you good to go, dog.
Absolutely. I'm gonna get a message to me in Discord in a second. I'm gonna look like it's like, oh, I tried. I tried my best not to get fired.
You gonna unmute us up like, you guys? And you're like, damn it, we know. We'll pack it up. But honestly, I'm really curious to see what he's gonna pick. I do believe it's gonna be the Sim, because that G pick is absolutely dire. At the same time, his Sim's done work against his character, and there it is on the screen as you see right there, the Sim pick. Let's see if Mr. Crimson, Hurricane has something for this character, because I feel like he's been struggling a little bit more lately against the Sim. Let's see what he's got on deck against Mr. Crimson.
Ooh, already off to the amazing start with a whiff punch, but no cancel afterwards. Missing quite a few cancels here and there. Maybe too far away, in fact, to get the heavy kick spiral arrow. Who knows? I ain't a Cammy main. I trust in Hurricane's decision making.
Sometimes you just want to set it up, right? Like, okay, I got those, and I'm gonna link into it next time. Hurricane with the EX. Gets the forward heavy kick and the throw. The chiropractor though. Careful. Neutral jump. I like that. Calling out the V-trigger activation, but no punish on that bad float. That could have been it right there, or at least close to it.
Mr. Crimson really off the back foot here. Struggling to make this comeback. Hurricane not getting his cross-up conversion. Trying to go for that throw. Just needs any hit now into that spiral arrow or a heavy. Mr. Crimson trying to build up the damage slowly.
The reversal, yeah, I really don't think you need V-trigger in this match. At least not right now when they're this low in health. It's all it's going to take is one conversion, but you got to pick up the pace a little bit because you don't want Mr. Crimson to feel relaxed. Now the activation, he does get trigger. Hold this pressure. The tech. Careful with those fireballs. A neutral jump. What a call out.
Round 2.
The defense of Mr. Crimson is so perfect at the moment. He's been able to take those throws, but when you're at that low health, you're going to make one stumble. You're getting put on that many mix-ups, which is dive kick from Cammy. It's going to happen. It's going to be rough. But these anti-air conversion with a forward heavy kick though from Hurricane. Taking the corner.
Get another one. You'll keep the pressure on. This is Cammy, the dive kick. This is Cammy DP. And you know what's coming next, Cross. You know what's coming next. So while this is going on, while my man is running the CA to see you in the next round, I'm going to give a big shout out to the 3,000 followers that are following Saltmine League. Much love to everybody coming through. Make sure you guys are tweeting this out as Hurricane versus Mr. Crimson is on the deck. This is going to be some gourmet games, as the UK would say. You don't want to miss it.
Hurricane looking so strong. He's got his whiff punches down on Mr. Crimson standing mean punch with that Dawson thing. He's got his dive kicks down at his meat. He's checking those floaty jumps that he's trying to teleport the corner with. Mr. Crimson really looking on the back foot, even in neutral. Mr. Hurricane might be getting outranged, but he ain't getting out neutral at the moment.
You're absolutely right, dog. I mean, we haven't really seen the defense that we used to see before. Follow-up crush. Hurricane is on lock with what he wants to do right after. He is 3 steps ahead. Never mind, he is polites ahead. Gets a conversion. Back though for the stun. Builds up the body. Build a bear side switch too as well. Gets a spiral arrow for the ocean. You're in the corner. You gotta hold this sweep. Not even a crouching media cup. A sweep? Nah. Man's on the tings right now.
The whip punish again into the full conversion. Hurricane looking so damn strong. Taking the corner, but the instant AO Gale finally trying to get a knockdown, but not getting too much pressure. Hurricane just blocking. He's like, I can wait this out. Your pressure will eventually can't be whipping.
Empty hooligan trade, no big deal though. Here we go, Mr. Crimson finally putting some damage on the deck. Side switch, float, EX Gale, everything blocked. Hurricane can switch his defense up, but gets opened up a little bit. What's for the stun? My man is mashing out now with the activation for the V-trigger. Puts him in the corner with a throw. What's next, Cross? What's next? Plus friends, that's what's next.
Don't test his confirms. Don't test Hurricane's confirms now. He has the CA. He has the V-trigger. You may die from the next confirm. You're Sim. You're not really made of anything strong. Oh, the anti not
enough to kill. Oh my god. I can't believe he's still alive. Hurricane still on a little bit. Look at the conversion! My god, max distance into the CA again! You said it before, and you're seeing it here, people. Don't test this man's confirms. Don't test him. He already has the answers. He's got the cheat codes. He's got the game genie. What is with this dude?
Look, man, I'm not gonna have
Cross, they said you couldn't do this online. They said you couldn't do this online. What's going on? They said you couldn't do this online. How? How is this possible?
We're playing checkers. He's playing like 8th dimensional chess. He's playing a completely different game. Man's walled for a reason. Man's shown up for a reason. Man's a champ for a reason. He's looking to move on to this winners finals.
He would love to, and it's it might be a quick one again. DP coming all the way down, gets a dive kick too. I like the anti-air, the tech to stay alive though, or stem the pressure, I should say. The Scripts are trying to fight back.
No whiff punch, standing heavy punch, but it just goes slightly underneath. Trying to take his turn after that hooligan dive. He is plus on block. Have to respect it if you're gonna block it. Crouching the EXDP to move Mr. Crimson towards that corner.
Slide, activation, roast the man, talk about his shoes, talk about his lifestyle. But here's the activation, we out of there. All positivity all damn day. Buffer, confirm, finish. Hurricane 1 away from taking down Mr. Crimson to losers. The champion wants his crown. He wants to be crowned again. He wants to take home the cup, and he might do it here. The saltiest of cups. DP against the limbs, but this time baited and evaded. Punished in the base god agony.
Nice knockdown as well. We stand that pressure. Stun is building. Hurricane just letting that cannon spike grip. V-trigger on, ready to use now. Going for that hooligan. Trying to keep that pressure. Taking him to the corner. He can make this look easy for the comeback with that V-trigger on, and he's slowly getting close to that seal. Fishing for that whip.
Hacking away. Yeah, just death by 1,000 cuts. Just probably one more good fierce would do it. I like the fadeaway. Shooters on the roof again. No scope with it. Mr. Crimson stays alive.
We've seen Mr. Crimson shy away from the standing mean kick, standing mean punch, and go towards a standing heavy punch, which does low profile can be standing heavy punch as a whiff punish, making it so Hurricane gets a mix between the crouching mean kick just for the standing heavy punch, as well as the standing heavy punch for his other knobs.
I love the calls on a lot of buttons that Mr. Crimson's using. He's using the dive kicks a lot more to catch the close lows right there too as well. EX coming through, but this time the call out. He picked up the phone. Was it the fireball? Stays in front. But I like him backing off, trying to catch him in the air. No go. Still stuck in the corner, but the wake up a bar. Big confirms. Hurricane trying to stay alive, and the beer reversal will help with that.
Hurricane's poking and starting Mickey, trying to build the damage slowly. Always has that CA, and you can't test his man's confirms. You can't test him. We've showed you time and time again. And Mr. Chris, I'll be so careful. Toss his butt, try to stay as close as possible, not give him any breathing room, not give him any chance to react.
Don't want to let it happen like that.
On the throw. Close
Gets
it out.
a throw, and that's enough. Okay, Mr. Crimson stays alive. And people, we want to see more games. I want to see more games too. Mr. Crimson using the patented ability to implement minute things in his defense against characters. You seeing it here with the Cammy. Slowly working its way in there. It's slow, but it's coming through. But you got to pick up the pace a little bit more because you're only one game away from getting knocked out of the tournament.
We've seen the signs of life from Mr. Crimson now, but can he keep the heart beating? Can he keep the dream alive? Hurricane is still looking strong, still ready to blow up Mr. Crimson options. You can see Mr. Crimson just ready to jump back, try and use it as a mix-up, so that Hurricane's a bit more wary of going for that VP to anti-air. He can teleport as long as he doesn't throw out any normals.
Correct. I like the anti-air trade, but here's the hooligan. Real dirty stuff right here, but answered back is Mr. Crimson. Side switch, no go, EXDP bust out. Put the distance between us.
V-trigger ready for Mr. Crimson. I'm looking at slide salvation. Spend the V-trigger while you got it. Don't want to save it too long, but the dive kick giving Hurricane this corner positioning. Doesn't have the V-trigger, you have to spin it on the V-reversal. Has that EX bar to just slide right on through the EX fireball. Still on screen, applying that pressure.
EX, no side switch, the tech. Mr. Crimson wanting to rotate those defensive options against when Hurricane comes in, teching, things like that, backing off, delay teching as well. I like the way he's playing, but he's got to do a lot more. That V-trigger ain't going to help, so he's probably going to go for the V-reversal back throw, though. Anti-air. Fades in. Mr. Crimson, you don't get tapped. You don't get tapped. TP, infall, bust out. Match point again. Hurricane.
Fire for you. Through the fire and flames, we DP in right on through, and Hurricane is at match point once again. Is at set point. Looking to move on to these winners finals, but Mr. Crimson, you know, he's at that spacing where he wants to stand at. Stand mean, punch max range, keep those standing heavy punches, maintain that space.
A lot harder to whip punish than, you know, a few of the other buttons. You really have to be looking out for that. I like the anti-air. Speaking of looking out, he was looking out from the skies. No anti-air there. Not going to attempt. You got to switch up those options too as well. Teleports right in front. The tech again from Hurricane. Lost quite a bit of health. The trade not really benefiting, you know, a character like Cammy. EX stays in the skies, but here's the activation for Hurricane. Time for plus frames if he can land them.
Trigger ready for Hurricane. He's still got the dive. He's still got that CA. Mr. Crimson is so careful. These confirms can hurt. Not gonna spend a CA just yet. He's gonna go for those meaty fishy for crush counters. Huge punches on the whip, standing heavy kick, and Mr. Crimson starts a V trigger and still can use that Yoga Sniper. Gotta be careful of the slide activation from Mr. Crimson. That instant overhead is even more deadly now with the amount of gray.
You see this. I'm looking on the buildings. Cross. I see the snipers. They're ready to pull that trigger. You just gotta be super careful what you throw out there, Mr. Crimson. You cannot get touched or tapped. If anybody, damn right here, I just said you cannot get touched or tapped as Hurricane takes down Mr. Crimson. Whoever said in the chat that my man didn't whiff punish it, all right? Yeah, maybe it's a buffer here and there, but you gotta be looking out for it. And it takes high level to do it over and over again. He has proved to you that he can react. He's gonna be reacting his way with that big W. Through the bracket. Mr. Crimson not out of this just yet, and losers, but man, what a match. This is different than what we saw before when two played, you know, maybe weeks ago, right? Where it felt like Mr. Crimson had all the defensive answers and Hurricane just couldn't keep up. Hurricane's all up in that business now.
Hurricane can secure his spot in the winners files. Now, if you give me a second, I'm just going to blacklist Hurricane. I don't want to get confirmed on like that before. Making no highlight reels. Thank you very much. I'll be going
let me do that too, because I don't care if EU can't get to me, just in case, man. You know how you look underneath your bed before you go to bed. There's no monsters there, even though you're 35. Like, you look underneath your bed just in case, because you know there's no monsters, but just in case, we'll take a peek. And I'm also gonna take a peek at my blacklist and blacklist that dude. But man, you see why it's so dangerous to fight someone like Hurricane, who's on it on the day, especially. Like, he is so great at punishing everything that you throw out. He's got meter and so optimal in really understanding how players want to play against him. You see how he's kind of changed from how he played against Mr. Crimson before, where Mr. Crimson was able to smooth on through, and it was a no-go situation with that. And Mr. Crimson not just yet, so if you want to see some more sim action, stick around. Moving on to the bracket here, but that's our first winner side right here. Now we're gonna have Luffy versus Killsy, right?
Absolutely, France on France. We have seen Killsy versus Luffy before in Saltmine League. They have faced each other. Pretty sure Killsy came out. In fact, no, Luffy did come out on top in a very close set, but can Killsy change the tide this time? It is the top 8 tournaments of the Saltmine League. There's a lot riding into it, a lot of time to lab over this past week to learn who you are facing, what the tendencies are, and how to play against them. And
yeah, that's the great thing about this top 8 is that you worked your way to this point, right? And so now you have all this time to understand who you're going to be playing. You probably played them a lot in Saltmine League. You saw the adjustments there from Hurricane. That's definitely different than what I've seen him play Mr. Crimson. So that having this top 8 gives you time to like research and study your opponents. Not only the ones you'll face first round, but you know, round 2 and 3, all that stuff like that as you go in the tournament.
Absolutely. Now, the La Resistance is in the bracket. There's a lot of French players trying to make it into that winners finals. They're making it really far. We have a big French representation in this tournament. Will Tupac, Luffy kills you. 3 of the best French players all here trying to show up, trying to make that winners finals to give Hurricane another fight. That could be super close. That could be super one-sided like we saw there with Mr. Crimson and Hurricane.
So this looks like it's going to be a countryman team kill right here. You know, with the French resistance coming through. Kills you versus Luffy, as you said. This is going to be interesting. I'm really interested to see, you know, what the picks are going to be. Because, like, I feel like Kills you is going to have to go the Karen. You know, Seth is pretty good, but I feel like we've seen Luffy have some answers for Seth. And, like, when the aggression's put down the ground, I think there's a portion of Seth that you have to learn how to play in terms of defense, like being consistent in a first of 3 and against top players. Like anyone, you know, on a good day can take a bunch of rank wins, but when it comes to strong competitors like Luffy, who are Evo champs, who understand how to acclimate to what you want to do, having a half-baked character may not be the way. So I'm guessing it's going to be the Karen.
And we are seeing the Karen, the full pink Karen versus that tracksuit Mika. Luffy with that Mika pick. You know, Kills You does have his own Mika. He will know the schmicks of Mika. He has some ideas how to deal with it, but sometimes a 50-50 is going to hit you hard. And Luffy are trying to force his way with a standing heavy kick. And we're seeing the mix begin. Welcome to the Brimstone Town. Luffy taking no prisoners.
Oh, it's going in, dog. He won't stop going, and it will never not stop going. And there's no, yeah, I was gonna say you have to spend V bar. You don't really have EX bar just yet to bust out. Gets the Fierce back to mid screen. Kills You trying to find the answers, trying to even up the damage on the deck.
Confirms though, we move to the corner. Luffy off to the amazing start. Welcome to the giant swing. Is that enough to kill? No, it isn't. Needs one more hit. Luffy put down the controller.
What happened? Whoa, Luffy, pick it up. Luffy better pick that controller up, dog. Luffy said, "Oh wait, hold on. Uber Eats was at the door."
He put on his PS2.
Nadishko cleans it up for him. Nadishko got the door. He's like, I got you. Finish your match. I bet you he did. He probably said, all right, there we go. Luffy, what the hell? Oh man.
One power hits, but too far away to really convert. Luffy looking for those weird pulls with the standing air, but we're seeing the crouch and kick confirms the Karen patented. We're in the corner now. Time to build that stun gauge, catching him low. Luffy's having a hard time escaping. Does have the dash to got that assist ready. Should not apply that pressure, build that speed.
Yeah, got to do the 2v1 team battle right there. Didn't help too much, but did get Luffy some room to breathe. But because just gotta find those final confirms with the EX of the corner. Double dash, that's a Luffy special, baby. Obstinance right here, another Brimstone. What's the wake up situation? Jump out. No, you don't. Get back in the corner. Confirm from Luffy, brings it back from the precipice. That is ridiculous play, and Luffy will have it his way as he takes it. I can't believe he did that. That's a Luffy special. Every time I see that double dash cross,
it's a manga coming. It's guaranteed. You double dash, it's a deer in the headlights. You're like, what? What's coming? The Mika double dash is like the Ryu double dash throw. It's non-blockable. It's guaranteed to hit. There's nothing you can do. You see the first dash? It's like, alright. Second dash?
Yeah. Oh. But it's like, man, like, you feel like you can react to, at a certain level, eventually you start to react, but like, when Luffy puts in his game plan, it's like, you don't expect it, but you know he's going to do it. So now Luffy's up one. Kills You trying to get those confirms, and then the neutral, this is where the character loves to live in terms of how Karen wants to play, right? Her buttons are just better, right? She's gonna be able to rock that neutral real good, as you see right here. And the crouching kick confirmed, the counter hit lights as well. No big fault once they hit that one hit for the stun, and there it is.
7 goal lands with a KO below. Kills You looking much stronger than the first 2 rounds. Giving Luffy no chance to breathe in neutral, catching him low. Captain Trap has a standing mean punch as a counter poke. He's really blowing up how Luffy wants to play, but you gotta be careful of that giant swing, of that Brimstone as you move closer and closer to the corner. Shouldn't I clap? Give him the applause.
EX, we busting out. Side switch still from Luffy. He loves to get that spacing away, put them in the corner, and start his game plan. Here we go. What's on the menu? Back it away. It's a slow bake, right? Until.
Alright, slide evasion. Gotta be careful of the CA now. Gonna try and get in. Put him in a really dangerous situation. Next confirmed coming in, but going for the crouching head punch. Kills You out of the corner. Getting that side switch. Not gonna have V-trigger this game, but he is able to win full-edge and take that game over Luffy.
So according to chat, someone said that it was Kills You who knocked Luffy out of the EU qualifier last time. So this is a little bit of a run back. Okay, I see you. Kills You was the one that did it in the last qualifier, and it looks like Luffy. Yo, you gotta. This is the time now, right? There's no more EU qualifiers, for CPT in terms of things. You gotta put it all on the line for the Saltmine League. This is where the real is at right now. So 1-1, Luffy versus Kills You.
Looking for those lows, nice crush counter. That's what Luffy's trying to do, mix between the instant release, standing heavy kick, or delayed release, or the full charge to try and force Kills You into that mix, into that dangerous situation. And we're controlling that corner. Soul back kick after soul back kick. Kills You having a hard time escape, but he's finally out. Trying to get those counter hits. Luffy not afraid of walking back, blowing up Kills You's low confirmed quite a bit.
I mean, that's the thing about Mika is like you're fine with walking back because like one good back throw you get to start your game, and at such a deficit of life, this is beneficial for Luffy, so this is EX. The Brimstone gonna put him in the corner. Boom! Not enough to kill just yet. Gonna find that finish. Sweep activation. You knew it was coming. How is Killsy gonna make the return if it's going to happen? Because Luffy just needs that one confirm, right? That one hit to do it. That one command grab to do it, to be honest.
Gotta be careful with double dash, command grab. This might be coming from Luffy. You know he's used it before. Needs one more hit now. You can see him fishing for it. For a lot of buttons from that stuff. Kills uses advantage, takes it with that soul back kick.
I feel like that's a little bit of a danger with this character. Is like in that situation where you are Karen, like it's hard to make that comeback with all those buttons being thrown your way. And whoa, the whip punish. Let's go. Puts him in the corner right here. Gives you with a great start. Doesn't want to be at a deficit anymore. Anti-air side switch. Like the flip out from Luffy. But it don't matter. My man's still in.
And that's the stun. Kills you with another 7 golden layers after this conversion. Look, if he gets his game plan going, it looks so terrible for Luffy to try and get any hits in, any brimstones, any throws. But if Luffy gets a few good hits in the neutral, kills you looks a bit lost.
Yeah. It's like whoever can get that momentum going and like not get put in the blender. You gotta be able to run your neutral game if you're Karen, and if you're Mika, you gotta be able to put them in the corner. But that's not happening here. Almost a stun, one more hit to get it done. The throw bait with Sinha kills you. About to repeat history here against Luffy.
With that almost perfect kills you is up 2-1 over Luffy. Luffy had the chance in the first game, but after that kills you made the right adaptations and he's absolutely dominating in the moment. Can Luffy slow this momentum, or is he gonna go right down to the loser's bracket to face Faster?
Round 1.
Yeah, kills you looking super strong, but we've seen Luffy come back from a deficit before many times over in his career, so, you know, you never just out of it just yet, right? I feel like he just has to get those confirms going and get that momentum going first to shake up kills you. And also, when you get put in the corner, no matter who you are, everyone's getting mixed. Crush right off the bat, gets a knockdown, hold this drop kick. I like the back off, but you put yourself closer to that corner. Never mind, back to the skin with the crush. You can confirm. But here we go, Brimstone.
The begins. Great air to waves from kills you. Calling out that jump in, and is now off to a much better start. Pulling Luffy back into the neutral where kills you does dominate thanks to Kareem's buttons, as well as just amazing confirms off of all of his buttons. He's been in the lab, he knows his stuff.
Yeah, he's been there, man. He's been there. But so, I mean, they've both been here in tournaments. But Luffy's definitely been here too. Now it's just yet looking for that like right time to get that V-trigger conversion. Gets hit with the Rekka. V-trigger for Killsy running out the trade. Baits it out. This is going to be a big punish right here, Cross. He's going to take him to the corner with the EX Peach. And now he's on the deck to pick up. Oh my god, he read him like a coloring book. He didn't even have to color inside the lines. Just draw wherever.
He drew out as like, what? Kareem's pink, I'm gonna put blue, and it's gonna cover the background and Kareem's face. It's gonna be great.
He didn't care, but I mean, that's the thing about Luffy. Be able to get the player reads and make those adjustments. All what he's about. Gets it converted to the 3-piece right here. No soda. EX Brimstone pickup. Let me get some of the help from the Disco with the meter. But I like the Abari challenge right here from Kills You. You gotta do those things to not let Luffy run his game plan.
You're ready for Luffy activating Deshko, calling in that assist, but it's not doing much thanks to the invincibility of the V-reversal. And now he's stuck in the corner against Kills You, where he builds on that damage, lays on the hurt, and just needs one more hit with the giant swing from Luffy. Got the assist back. You gotta be careful with the Deshko.
Yo, calling out the V-reversal, using that screen freeze to get the EX. What's the return? Giant thought, but denied. Kills You on match point. I can't believe it, Cross.
He was dancing. He was dancing like, I want a giant swing so bad, I'm gonna pretend that I'm not gonna giant swing. And Kill's like, no, I'll just hold up forward. I'm leaving. See you, man. Take care.
That's so unfortunate because that had to be like the biggest tell right there. Like he saw the dance, he's like, I'm out of here. I'm not staying in. But Luffy put him back in the corner, taking back his turn right there off the Crushing Fears. Still, Luffy still got him locked in the corner. He knows Agent 5 is confirmed to hit it, but it doesn't matter. The confirms are coming from Kills You. Bring 2 bars to put it back to mid-screen and put the damage on the deck. Slide activation, the Disco, help me. Make this fight unfair. The splash with the EX recovers in time.
Luffy does have CA, can deal a lot of damage now. Use that EX Peach confirm as well. Trying to force his way in. Trying to go with the stand heavy kick holding, forcing the V-reversal out of Kills You. But trying to find a way in. Getting checked. Kills You. Taking it 3-1 over Luffy with the flyest of confirms. He's moving on to face Hurricane now winners finals. Luffy having to claw his way out of losers, not winning his rematch for that CPT EU East or West even.
Dog, that's gotta be unfortunately, the second time you go down, and I saw the ideas from Luffy, but the unfortunate thing is I thought Killsy was like looking at the tells and saying, "Oh, I see you dancing. I know what you want to go for, right?" And he just made the right decision, right? That's the thing about Mink is that she can run the mix, but at the same time, you know, if someone makes the right read, then she just gets punished. She just gets flipped. And so you saw Killsy take it with just a character that just has a better neutral, better conversion, things like that. So Killsy moving on the bracket, gonna be fighting against, you know, his uncle, against someone who's trained him, someone who has you know, actually beat the brakes off him a couple times. They started to go back and forth a little bit, but you know, Hurricane has said you gotta put Killsy in his place. But we're not gonna see that just yet. We're moving on the bracket here a little bit. Hope you guys are enjoying this great Street Fighter 5 action. Those who have been beaten, don't worry. It's been great seeing you in this top 8. Fantastic play all around. Even if you've lost, it's great to see the level of play that we've seen in the EU and like the variety of characters too as well, right?
Absolutely, we're seeing some more variety. I think coming our way next, we're going to see Dhalsim versus Ken, Muscle Noob versus Mr. Crimson, and we saw Muscle Noob in that King of the Saltmine fighting against the Four Fills, fighting against the Dhalsims here and there, and he was taking gambles. He was just tattooing, like, I want to go over these standing knee kicks. I'm going to use that invincibility on my lows. Just go over the top of these normals. He knows his answers. He knows he needs to take gambles as Ken, especially when Dhalsim has no EX bar. Can't really get great punishes without that EX due to having no light confirmed. Can't get a knockdown, doesn't get too much damage, and has to end in a slide to keep it safe.
Yeah, it's true. But he could go G as well too. That's the thing is like, are you ready for Mr. Crimson's G? Because I feel like in this matchup, it's annoying for G, it can be, but G can overall, you know, rule the neutral a lot better and, you know, put Ken in a situation where he doesn't feel comfortable, but it doesn't matter. Throw that out the window. We're not gonna see the G. It's all about the sim today. It's all about the Mr. Fantastic with them arms made out of plastic. Let's see what's good with it when it comes to Mr. Crimson. Gotta put something on the deck because this is loser side. Either Mr. Crimson or Muscle Noob is going to go home. Double dash throw. What disrespect is going on in the EU? What? Y'all just built different out there, dog. Y'all just built different.
How many times has he done this tournament? I feel like he's doing way too much. That speed have caught on by now. Muscle Noob is not afraid of doing double dash throw, but he should be afraid of Mr. Crimson's pressure as this stun is building, and he only needs one more hit for him. Muscle Noob blasting out, getting that V skill to get anti-air.
Yeah, let me see that stun. Put the roast. Talk about him real quick. Talk about him. And the jet. What sniper was that? My man shot the shoes? See, your kicks is ugly, dog. Let me take care of that for you, Mr. Crimson. Hitting him real low. And a missed dive kick, round start. Doesn't matter, tries to clean it up, but Mr. Crimson pelting with normal.
A whip punish with that sweep from Muscle Noob. Anti-airing with that V skill, he knows his answers to the drops. Trying to find his way in now, going for a lot more tattoos. But Mr. Crimson did an amazing job of punishing Muscle Noob for taking these risks. He's always putting on the damage, playing a very aggressive Dhalsim, not trying to play too defensive against Ken, trying to match Muscle Noob's speed.
Yeah, you really got to, right? This character's gonna run over you if it doesn't happen like that. I like the Gale throw bait right there. Push this man to the corner. He'll bite on the shimmy just yet. Slide though, max distance. Gets to pick up on the Gale in the EX for the finish to make sure the job is done. Mr. Crimson on one right now. Definitely wants to get back on that loser side of Grand Finals, working his way closer and closer. And you saw the defensive tactic there against the EX Tatsu, right? Like he just slid on through. He's like, the minute things that we were talking about before that he knows with Dhalsim in terms of defense and turn that into offense, super important, and you see that in play right there.
Round one.
Using the low profile on the slide to go and leave the EX dive kick. Using the stand to force him out, forcing him to take those bigger risks, like double dashing or jumping in. But wake up, Buzz and Muscle Noob going for the high low, just take the throw, going for another throw, give him it. Show him the throws, but a really well spaced dive kick there from Mr. Crimson. We starting that pressure, we starting those overheads, and he has been given the V-trigger now. Muscle Noob taking to the corner, gonna catch him.
Ooh! I like that slide. The backdash though, there was no throw. Mr. Crimson trying to get outside the space. Confirmed not waiting. He's waiting for that maybe on block situation, but the EXDP wake up the King Classic, baby. Back to mid-screen, backing off, trying to get the jump in, but no go again. Mr. Crimson still about spacing out the slides and smoothing on through. You gave him the room to breathe. He's gonna work. Trying to get the sniper. The V-trigger, careful of the COVID cut. Oh my god, he blocked that? He fuzzy blocked that. My man's a god. Right. What's a god that base god Agni out here? What's a god that base god Agni?
Even if he did to that round, the amount of defense of Muscle Noob there. The reads on those instant overheads were impeccable.
That was pretty sick. That was pretty sick. You gotta have those against.
Just Tatsu, you know, use Ken's free frames, the low invincibility on those Tatsu to go over the standing knee kick, go over those slides as well, and get some nice punishes. We're trying to find a way in now. It's not paying off for it.
Problem coming into play. EX Tatsu though, DP finisher. Charge with the V skill. Good blocks from Mr. Crimson. I like the stagger step, but it doesn't work out. Mr. Crimson with the great defense. And he's got a lot of bar to work with. How is he gonna cook? What's the paint? What's gonna be on the pan after this butter lands? But yo, the conversion from Muscle Noob.
Stuck in the car.
The block, the tech to stay alive.
There's shimmies, and that should have been the round he spent the CA, but he didn't want to use it just yet. Needs one more hit, and we're in a really close chip situation. He doesn't even need to chip. Mr. Crimson taking game 2.
Dolphin win.
Mr. Crimson out here, man. You know he feels a certain way, right? Because he's definitely been working his butt off to get to the Saltmine League this season. You know, super strong play, and maybe felt that performance against Hurricane wasn't the way he wanted, that he wants to play this. So definitely wants you see the drive that he wants to get back up and that loser side of things, get that rematch, or just take the whole tournament, right? At the same time, Muscle Noob is no slouch, so that while we're looking at 2-0, Muscle Noob might be finding the adjustments here and there. It's like you've got to be careful about what Mr. Crimson wants to do, right? We see a lot of side switches and things like that, even when he's on the precipice of dying, and taking things back from Muscle Noob. And some of it starts from like the EX Tatsus and things like that, you know, the missed V skills, where Mr. Crimson is like, I'm going to start my oppression now. So if you open yourself up, Mr. Crimson's going to take a chance to slide on in those DMs, dog. You gave him the invite, you open it up, he's going to slide on in and say, hey, hit him with the, hey.
We're changing though. He's going to that V skill 1. Mustin was trying that V skill 2 on Friday King of the Salt Mine. He's back to V skill 1. Only for this Dawson pick. Uncomfortable.
Who is this? Who is this?
Only
this can't be Muscle Noob.
This is his alter ego. He got his older brother's play. His older brother's on the sticks now.
Okay. He's got you know, I don't know what you would call it, Muscle Noob's brother here. Like, you know,
Muscle Pro.
Veiny Bob. I don't know, Veiny Bob up on here. Let's see what Veiny Bob can do. Side switch from Mr. Crimson. Let's see if that V-skill actually helps out in this match, because I don't know, man. Bad dive kick, punish. Mr. Crimson gonna check you every single day of the week.
Feature 1 now ready for Muscle Noob. Got that V-skill 1. Looking to get activation with step kick, but Mr. Crimson with the hardest of reads. Sent the fireball and beating out the XDP. Needs one more hit for the stun, and he gets it. Gonna be a lot of scaling on that V-trigger activation, but it doesn't matter thanks to that great health. Mr. Crimson is taking that round, taking another round. He's 1 round away from taking this set. Especially for Coach Charles.
Heavy kick.
Yes,
though, man. That Tatsu coming through, when it does come in the clutch, it definitely helps out in the corner push, catching extended normals, but you can't be whipping right here. You can't be lagging or slacking. Side switch from Mr. Crimson, catches him low. I think a good conversion right here will spell doom for Muscle Noob, for whoever's playing against it, or whoever's playing on that control. The backdash to stay alive, the throw. This could be the turnaround cross.
The reverse to escape, though, not letting him get that activation. Vitrigal 1 still away from Muscle Noob, but he might not get it. Great backdash, but couldn't activate. Great punish now. One more hit to do it. Can't take a throw, can't take a shimmy, can't take anything at all. The instant overhead might be coming, but it doesn't matter. The throw to close it out. Give him the headbutt. Mr. Crimson with a clean 3-0 over Muscle Noob. Moving on to losers semi-finals.
That Chad, dog. I know y'all on the chat being like, all the way, Mr. Crimson. I know you guys are cheering your boy on, and he's working right now. My man's working hard. I see the sweat on his brow. He's a sweat out here, dog. He's a sweat, right? He's one of the sweat lords out here. But you see what happens. You try hard. You know, he's been practicing this entire time. I watch his stream. Shout out to his stream. All of these players actually stream. So make sure you guys are checking out their streams, by the way. Not only does Mr. Crimson, but also Muscle Noob. So make sure you guys are following the streams. But I've been watching a lot of Mr. Crimson in general because I love G. And watching him practice every day, you know, run the battle lounge and stuff like that, being on ranked, it's hard to catch this guy on the EU patrol. You know, you see why he's in top 8 of Saltmine League. He'll be moving on over Muscle Noob still. Good games all around for Muscle Noob. Now we'll be moving on to more great games. Luffy versus Fossa. Still on loser side, baby. Only one can move on.
Fossa, I don't think Fossa was very happy with seeing Mika in this tournament. If you've been watching his Twitter, he has the ball been ready. He is like, yep, I'm gonna just start now. I'm ready. If I'm gonna fight Namika, I need to be Namika. So he's preparing himself.
That's weird that I didn't see any glue in that shot though. That's the problem. I didn't see no glue. All I saw was the drinks, but I didn't see no glue up in there because you gotta get real glued up to fight this character. It was all about the grips, right? Mika, she's and the way that Luffy plays is a little different.
Yeah, much more neutral base, and once he gets in, isn't too reliant on the commander, more on the throws. Which may be a bit different than we saw versus Kills You. He was very command grab heavy, but most of the time Luffy likes to just throw people. Likes to get into safer situations, allow himself to anti-air afterwards as well. He don't take too much risk.
I like the round start fireball against that V-skill, but still able to pop up a little bit. You see the bar, you see the flash at the bottom left screen there. That indicates it's going to be hurting hard right here with the brimstone. Hits him with another one. Do it for the culture.
Alright, I'm gonna just...
Thank you.
Alright, brimstone after brimstone. I'm gonna take back what I said. He loves his command grab. He's taking with the schmicks, with those command grabs. You gotta hold up. You gotta hold up to dodge them. Hold up,
if you ain't holding north, if you ain't holding north, you're going south, right? You're going south. I can't believe he did 6 command. Are you kidding me? All right, Fossa, how are you gonna deal with this? What is your response? You got the V skill up. What are you gonna be doing with this V skill? How are you gonna be able to put your approach with Luffy's like embodying him to come through? Because you get put in the corner, it might be a done deal. I like the fader with the Classico, the jump back jab.
Luffy just ready to get that V skill. He's like, play with his giant swing her. I'm gonna show you what command grab feels. You can't let Luffy get that max. Oh, these anti-airs. CA on deck for Luffy, but has the assist.
And Luffy's willing to jump in like that. You gotta prove to him that you're gonna anti-air.
He tried it. He tried it.
Okay, the fireball lands because that is not involved, my friend. This girl ain't gonna save you here.
What a way to
Foster takes a perfect. Bro, perfect for a perfect? Are you checking the screen right now?
I'm ready for a double KO. We need a double KO for the culture. Double KO time.
For the culture. Bring us all the way there. Come on. Dropkick gets denied. I like that forward medium punch. That's really good in the clutch. But they confirm from Luffy the EXP to put him in the corner. I like the little delay this time instead of double dashing. That's disgusting, Luffy. Switching it up on us with the flip mode.
CA ready for Fasa. Might just spending on the EX tackle, close to getting that V-trigger too. Luffy has an Nadeshko, calling in the assist. And just walks up EX Brimstone. Ready for it. Start the pressure.
He's been going for a stroll this entire time, dog. Like he's walking the dog. Toe tap right there. Fossa. Trying to show him the feet, put the V skill. Uh-oh, V-trigger, I should say. The armor slathered and lathered in it. You gotta be careful what you do in terms of sticking out normal. So you see that Luffy gets hit with the CA, couldn't press anything. Felt like he was like just completely on the defense, couldn't put any offense. Foss can take advantage of that situation.
Urian wins.
They were in a headlight situation there. Luffy was like, I see a headbutt, let me try and whiff on this shit. And just a bit too late on the trigger, Foss was like, you know what? Cartel people saved me in this situation. I'm either getting punished for doing his headbutt, or I'm gonna get a hit in. And he got the hit in, able to round the CA, and is up 1-0 over Luffy.
Man, that V-trigger actually came out in the clutch in terms of like what Luffy wanted to do. Like you can see him delivering just a little bit too long, right? Like trying to decide what should I like doing the mental math. You see the numbers around his head, and he was like, if I do A plus B, it don't matter. Boss is in.
Luffy maybe feeling this a little bit, going for that full charge V-skills. Like, I don't need Oki. I'ma just command grab and deal a good chunk of your health. But he's not been getting too much damage from these tosses at the moment. He's been having a hard time finding his way in. V-trigger ready for Luffy now. Coming in Deshko, no V reversal, ready for faster. We're moving to the corner. Gotta be careful of the brimstone. Gotta be careful of a giant swing.
The pickup, what's the defensive option? Just get crushed. That's what's up. Luffy talking to him for a second before he melts his health bar with one more reset. Never mind. Oh, he needs one more. EX headbutt. He busts out. V reversal though. Luffy still alive. So's Fossa with a dash up. Brimstone puts him down on the ground. Put the dirt on this man. This is a done deal. Luffy answering back.
Able to sit around. Fossa having a really hard time stopping Luffy's offensive. He had a good chance at life near the end there, but Luffy just dash up Brimstone, you know, catching Fossa, not able to do the dashes. Working on a perfect kill off to a much better start. But Luffy has that V-trigger, calling in the assist.
The corner play, that's where you want to live. I like that throw, bait headbutt, doesn't matter. Back throw, but then again, Foss has all this room. You've given him all this room to work, and that's why he's able to get that V skill as well. Careful now. Oh, we're just putting the bar for the EX, and I like the counter combo to do it. Fossa, 1 away from going up 2, and you know, maybe people were looking at this match like from a distance and saying, yo, we're gonna do it. But Fossa doing a damn thing, gets the conversion though. Luffy puts my man in the corner, hold this drop kick. Bait, punish, pick up.
Front base of the full tech, and resets with a giant swing. He's gonna do a good chunk of health and may be able to kill from this combo due to the reset. Though Mika might not hurt enough, he does. Doing a good 50%. Luffy is taking his first game.
All the Fural possession. That was disgusting. My man got done dirty. That was like, she left you on red, dog. She left you on red. Luffy. Just, I can't believe Luffy hit him with 2 resets. That's disgusting, man. 1 is enough, right? 1 should be enough. 2 is illegal.
Now what we've seen Luffy do for most of the set is backdash and just try and get a V-Skill 1 up. And the V-Skill 1 it may look like a taunt, and it does give a tiny bit of armor, mainly there to power up your command grabs, which is making Faster a bit more afraid of the grabs, making him jump some more, making him press more buttons, which Luffy's taking advantage of with that Lady Mika, that forward heavy foot, that big crush counter button.
Crush, yo, speaking of crush right there, does it again. And that's spilling so much V-bar. EX, hold him down. You got Nadishko on the deck too at any point. Yeah, Foss, I love that. A bar match, we need to get out of here. ASAP.
Confirms into the feature, gets that EX Peach into Nadeshko, closing out the round. Luffy looking so strong.
Luffy trying to go up that 2, right? That'd be great. To have 2 up on the deck, and it's such a commanding fashion too. Like, you know, you get them in the corner, take all that health, and even if they do leave, it don't matter. But here's the EX headbutt. I like the reversal option. Locked down after the fireball. Max distance, hard to do anything about.
Poking on that tiny mean, but trying to catch Luffy jumping, walking underneath those crossups, not letting Luffy catch him off guard. Huge counter hit, Hasi on deck, working on this perfect. But Luffy finally getting knocked down, showing off these giant swings. Needs 1 more throw, 1 more hit, another EX headbutt right on through that pressure. Faster taking the round.
I don't mind that EX headbutt. Like, obviously, it could lead into a worse situation, but that's a good bet because you have all that health, so you might as well go for it. But Luffy going for the immediate from the EX round start corner carry, great tech from Fossa. But gotta be careful about doing that in the corner. The pickup, cross up, I should say. Hold this man down with the heavy kick and the crush again. He's so good about timing when he wants to press his button for his crush over what Fossa wants to do and goes to the brimstone pickup. I'm thinking 1 more in our distance, 1 more in our future.
With the wake up back throw, feature 2. Ready for Fossa. Going for the overhead, catching Luffy off guard. We have that CA. We got that V-Trigger 2, and we're getting close to the stun. Luffy has to be so careful backdashing away. Can't let Deshko. Trying to armor through. EX headbutt, of course, he's coming. Using that noggin and might be able to kill from this with his full charge V-Trigger 2, and of course it is Urien hitting like a runaway freight train. Fastest up 2-1 over Luffy.
Urien win.
Dog, he didn't just hit him. He said he backed up. You heard the beep beep, and he backed that sucker up just as fast. Fossa now 1 away from putting out Luffy, an Evo champion, out of this tournament. And the difficulty here is you see what happens when Luffy can't run his game plan. Obviously, that's what Mika wants to do because the neutral's pretty difficult. But also, that feature is a problematic thing in terms of eating armor and the options right after. Is a big bet from Fossa that time, but it worked out. Now he's up. But here we go. Luffy trying to get back in and try to get 1 on the board. Another breadstick to even things out. Reset. Other side. Stun. Reset. Yo, the 1 hit too to make sure it's the highest amount of damage, right?
Looking at Stone gets thrown out with giant swing once again. Mistiming his meter to Fossa, getting the overhead. He's keeping you in that corner. We got that V-Trigger 2 still. Blocking the overhead, trying to be reversible. But the meaty, making sure that standing heavy kick recovers a bit faster. Really fishing for those confirms to V-Trigger 2.
Careful about anything.
Oh, we're doing the headlight!
Up. Didn't you see what happened on Twitter, dog? Oh, no, if that was a dropper, he wanted to save the meter. But now you let Luffy come back like this. EX, the bait, the punish. Luffy going for the side anyway, and it works out for him. Luffy again stays alive, saves himself from any match points.
That low profile was amazing over that EX headbutt. had the V-Trigger want to make it safe before, really fishing for these big hits with a down forward heavy kick, with that standing heavy push. Another EX headbutt right back at you.
Finds a medium in the fireball splash, but doesn't recover in time, so gets punished for it. That's unfortunate. You try to bait out something, you get punished for it in any way. Luffy with the activation, a disco. Let me see the mixes, but the EX gonna disallow that. But the wake up, butt slap.
Yuri's a lot of health, right? This ain't gonna kill. This ain't gonna kill. Not enough to kill. Needs one more mix, one more throw. Back throw, wake up again faster. Every single time Luffy's like, I want a command grab. I'ma just throw him.
I love how he disallowed that reversal too. Fossa on set point to send Luffy out of this tournament. I love his options he's presenting with V-Trigger. I love how that's been the turnaround. EX headbutt again. Let me slather and lather all up in that EX, baby. Trying to push Luffy to the corner. Headbutt. Pure aggression, pure violence, pure speed. EX again. Caught him walking back.
Luffy already with V-Trigger. Might go for that slot activation. We're seeing Crush Kai. Now, it ain't February, but, you know, Valentine's Day is nearby for Mika. Got a crush on you. And take you into the corner.
Trying to bait it out. I like that. Throw, pressure. EX did not work. Denied. Headbutt. EX confirms it's enough. Fossa returns the tackle and takes down Luffy out of this tournament. Moving on in losers.
No one could find his Achilles heel because he is moving on into losers semi-finals against Mr. Crimson over Luffy. Another French player is knocked out. You know, Fossa seems to be the answer to the French. He knocked out Will Tupac. He's knocked out Luffy. And now he's looking to knock out Mr. Crimson, the person who knocked him down into loser's side to begin with. Getting his run back.
Damn, you got some good stories, you know, all the way through. If they're not good stories, you know, even outside of the tournament, there's some even happening in this very bracket right here. And so, people, that means obviously on our winner's side we have Hurricane versus Kills You, and then our losers round 3, you know, Fossa versus Mr. Crimson. Excuse me, moving on, and this is going to be good games all around, man. This has been fantastic. So, people, make sure you guys are tweeting this out. Make sure you guys are letting people know what's going on. I can't believe the entire Street Fighter community, much less the E community. Maybe you guys are asleep. I don't know what's going on. Well, you probably aren't asleep. You guys are probably awake. You need to wake up in the first place. Some of you guys are probably tired from watching, you know, Asia ECPT, but time to wake up. Time to rise and shine and smell them crush counters. Tweet it out. Let the people know what's going on. If you love what's going on, and I know you do, there's some love and support for Saltmine League. Remember, there will be an announcement after all this. It'll hit you with some love and tell you the future what's going on with this channel and this series. But continue to support. You know, it's always good to see that. It's always good to have something because CPT is over for you guys, right? You know, EU's done, but you need to have something to play at. You guys don't want to play ranked. I know you guys don't want to play ranked all damn day. You're tired of the one bars. You're tired of the people hitting the router. Mom, hit on the Netflix. You're tired of playing on that. So why don't you come through the Saltmine League, the spice that ain't so nice, baby.
Might be seeing some dirty spice with Hurricane coming in with that Kami pick against Kills You with that Kareen. Both characters based on a neutral game. Both characters ready with those crouch up kick confirms. While Hurricane likes the skies, Karen likes the ground. We're seeing Battle of Willows here to see who moves on into that grand finals. Could be waiting on their opponent in 2 sets. Instead of just one. If that's a fight for their losers.
You know, I just saw on Twitter like there was a recent, PAX out there asking like who beats Cammy. One of the answers that was presented was actually Karen, right? Like it was actually Karen that could beat Cammy, and I'm not 100% sure of that. I don't know about that. I do think that the ground game is you can kind of keep up with this character, and the anti situation isn't the worst, right? You know, obviously Karen. Her anti-airs aren't the best, but she does have some options, and her damage output's really good, and she seems to be able to dominate the ground game. Finals confirms to really get the game going. At the same time, what Hurricane presents in terms of confirms is absolutely ridiculous. On top of all this, these two play a lot. This is a father-son fight right here, so they know each other, and this is going to determine a lot. This is going to determine like bragging rights. It's going to determine who's going to be moving on in Grand Finals winner side of things. So you want to definitely be on the deck for this one. Not only the players, but the viewers at home, guys. Make sure you guys are tweeting this out again. I got to keep saying because my man's going the Abigail. What?
I'm gonna just run my head real quick. Did Problematics get on the stick? Did he see Karina's like,
he just
I played Punk, it'll be fine, you know? Problematics is like, I didn't make it this week, I'll play Hurricane stick real quick.
I hope you got something, something for us. I think this is not a bad matchup for Abigail, but you got the long range of limbs, but don't want to let her get in. Crush a meaty punch, the light punch, all good things to deal with, but it's a jump in though. Yeah, Killsy's like, I got you, dog. I found a way. Life finds a way.
The reversal keeping that corner. Should I cross up, escaping it, looking for crush counters, reversing, build that space. Almost ready with that V-trigger.
Access at play. Ooh, anti-airs on the deck with the lights, keeping them in the corner. It's got to do the damage. You got to find it. Find those hits to do it. And again, this is one of those things where they place it there so much, it's like you probably know the Cammy too much. It's time to put something new on the deck. Maybe you haven't played too much of the Abigail, but careful, because Kills You is definitely ready for this.
Find a way to open him up, gets the shimmy, build the damage, spending that EX % half, build the damage to Abigail, but V-Trigger 2 is ready, and Abigail can now just rob you, especially with that CR on deck, you best guess right, EX % half, now to kill, wake up V-Trigger!
Oh, he woke up, didn't hit the crush from Kills You was going to activate anyway. Oh my god, I thought Hurricane was going to bust out. If he would have landed the guard crush, that would have been it, but it didn't happen like that. Saves himself from that. Oh, it's so dangerous, dog.
Wake up, CA, just slap him. I'm gonna turn you into punching bag. Knock him around, slap him to the screen, break the screen, and Hurricane is dealing some damage to start.
Yeah, and that's a great start. You get the Oak situation too. You've already cut this character down to half health. Hurricane in a great start right here, but the V-skill activation from Kills You. I how he backs off trying to fade away, but no go. But the neutral jump though. Hurricane, big brain.
1 EX bar already, just poking on the cartel beach, and build damage though with punish on that starting heavy punch with that EX Tenko. We build on the damage, we build on that stun. However, Abigail high health, decently high stun. Gotta be careful using that V reversal, taking the corner. Gotta be careful with the command grab of the next light because that great health was built. And Abigail.
Oh, he tried to parry. You thought, but it was denied. Unfortunate. But the jump fierce. The big boy arms coming through on the deck. That jump fierce is a blessed one. I feel like Abigail players have been recently using that one a lot. You've been seeing a lot of them, throughout the CPTs and stuff like that. Using that long reaching button, and it's great for a closer as well too. As you saw there, Hurricane tying it up. It's strong.
CN deck as well kills you. Got to be careful. Next hit from Abigail can mean a hell of a lot of damage. Using that EX Tangle to go underneath the jumping heavy punch of Abigail. Low profiling. Huge punishes there, just going for the sweep, trying to get a knockdown, back heavy punch to escape, crush counters, we're getting those reads.
I'm seeing never mind, I was going to say I've seen the CA in her future, but no, never mind, Kills You. It's just checking with the neutral, crouching, heavy kick, activation, walk up, throw, you'll take that if you're Hurricane, because now it's your turn to play. I like that, disallow the jump in, careful though, anybody's game still.
Looking for the goblet, great use of the jump forward to escape it and punish with the EX Tenko. The awareness of Kills You is insane, but wake up CA again, connecting and giving Hurricane a knockdown. Still has that V-Trigger 2. Next confirm is death for Kills You. Looking for the guard break, really well spaced, getting to plus frames, jumping over, getting punished and could have killed, but instead he's going for the knockdown with a V-Trigger activation. With Kills You taking game 1 over Hurricane's Abigail.
Cutting wins.
It was a close game. I feel like though Kills You in those final moments was fine. He knows how to deal with this character, right? There was obviously some matchup specific things that we saw. Mini, getting away from the V-Trigger Metro Crash, and then also dealing with that jump fierce right there with the EX. So at this point, you gotta pull out the scammy Cammy, right? Abigail may not be able to cut it. You may be going down, but Hurricane saying, "Listen, I can get it done with the big boy." Okay. Let's see what happens. With punish.
Go for those air to airs, it's a sweep. The damage from the corner, looking for crush counters, standing heavy push. The anti-airs of the EX Tenko, the low profile from Kills You has been so perfect in all these situations. He's laying on the hurt, laying on that stun, and Hurricane really needs to get the thing going now, or else that will be another round and possibly another game for Kills You.
I mean, this is looking dire right here. This is looking stressed. This Abigail's looking like stressed, like he took a bad test. And this is the thing: if it Kills You, you're feeling real comfortable because it seems like you have many of the answers to deal with this character, and also the way that Hurricane wants to play. Like, I mean, obviously he's been playing it, this character as a side piece for a little bit, but you know what the main base is at, right? Just does not have enough to deal with kills you. V reversal doesn't land, but no big deal. Able to go back to the neutral. No crush there on the fears. Crush though from kills you gets to pick up right there. V skill takes it to the corner. Lockdown City.
Him, but no V trigger, no crush counter. Can't get much of a standing heavy punch. Kills you's laying on that hurting the corner, trying to escape. These anti-airs have been perfect. There's no escape from this corner. Has the CA unlocked. Gotta be careful with CA. He's done it before, and he could do it again. Back heavy punch activation. Nothing much coming from it. He's to try and get something going now with this V trigger. Can likely kill from a net conversion with that V trigger, but didn't want to send it.
Boy.
Too much skill.
The lights into the CA, and this is a bad situation, right? Like,
oh yeah, that's
what from kills you.
These anti-airs.
I like that. Stays away, stays alive, but hits with the Metro Crash. Hurricane could bring this back. He just needs one more. But you see how long these games are going? They're real grinding until they hit V-trigger time, right? Then things speed up.
I mean, Abigail becomes he hurts to begin with, but that V-trigger activates and his damage goes from 11 to 14.
Absolutely disgusting. Bad. I'm gonna punish you for that. One more hit to do it for that stun.
V-trigger 2, ready for Hurricane. I'll be looking for a crouch head push activation. Maybe just a hands, but getting jumped in on so much, missing quite a lot of anti-airs, trying to lie on that stand jab. No walk up, but the
Yo, and he's in trigger 2. Let me see something different. Let me see something on the deck. I like how kills use fade away. He's like, I'm not trying to get hit by anything. I see in the distance. I see the lights in the distance. I'm off the side of the road. Says kills you as he finds a confirm and kills Hurricane this round with the CA. The final attack. And one match away. One match away from being in winner's side of grand finals. What do you do now? The Abigail just isn't working out. We're seeing not enough anti-airs. We're not seeing enough conversions that are leading to too much in terms of the V-trigger activations, things like that. There haven't been enough Abigail tings that we're used to seeing. So you gotta switch, I feel like. Or is he just gonna run it back because he's confident he'll see him in winners? Never mind. Battle Lounge time.
Back to lobby. We're gonna be seeing that Kami. We're gonna be seeing that Seth. What we're gonna see out of Hurricane. I know he has that Laura lineup. We haven't seen the Laura in a long time, but he does have it in the back pocket. Don't know if we'll see it, as this may be the last match for Hurricane. This character switch is final. He cannot change after this if Killsy decides, you know what, I feel like Seth's a good matchup for this one.
Yeah, you get locked in here, and you get locked in tight, because like obviously you don't want to go down to losers. You're so close to that winner side, and if you're in winner side, obviously in grand finals, of any of the tournaments that are played in Saltmine League or basically anywhere, they have to reset the bracket on you. So you want to be nice and comfortable and not having to have to reset. And so we're going with the Cammy, the Scammy Cammy, the one that he's known for. Them hit confirms, that pressure, but at the same time, Kills is all warmed up and ready to go.
Going with the V skill 2, wanting to counter poke Kills you, trying to get those push counters, and the dash is just a bit faster. The Koreans getting the back throw and building the damage to start, already just poking away. And this is an entirely different matchup for Kills you, from a very poke heavy character like Abigail to one that's constantly trying to dance about inside and outside your ranges and only really try and force a poke that standing near kick.
I mean, we've seen him try to anti-air stuff like that before, from Hurricane. Like, they haven't been on deck and on point. We don't have a character like Cammy, but it don't matter. Here's the stun. Kills you going in with a jump in, trying to get it done. And this should be enough right here. No, not just
one more hit needed. Gotta be careful of that overhead.
So how magic is it? How magic is it? Is magic real? It's not. It's not real, people. What's real is Kills you is on match point. God damn, is this fast.
Just stealing that magic away. Kills you is off to an amazing start. Hurricane gets some hits. Start that we're seeing here, but once Kills you finally gets that finally launches Hurricane towards that corner, it's entirely different meaning because the whip punishes are here, and so is Kills you looking to move on into that grand finals if he can carry on this momentum.
He's looking strong with it, looking from the crouching median kick, but there's one right here, takes to the other side of the screen with the shoulder. Crouching Fierce activation. No hooligan for you. We staying nice out here. Punish. You knew it was coming. The Visenha follow-up. One more hit to do it. One more crouching median kick to do it. Hurricane disallowing that. Putting the plus runs on this CA situation to put some Oki on the deck. What is on the menu for the follow-up? I gotta imagine it's a wake-up EXDP. Do it. Oh god, if that would have hit.
Trigger ready for Kills. Needs a one low confirm and a miss confirm. Hurricane.
Hurricane putting down to losers by Kills You as Kills You moves on the winner's side of Grand Finals of Saltmine League Finals. We looked at the bracket before. We had our picks. One of mine is out. All right, I had Hurricane. Y'all at home probably had Hurricane, and I'm not gonna say anything different about Kills You, but I don't think many people had him on the deck as one of their first or second picks. But Kills You is on winner's side. I cannot believe what is going on here. This has been some great Street Fighter V action, and I can't wait to see the result.
Hurricane now not down to losing, looking to face his new opponent, picked out of Fassa or Mr. Crimson. Fassa looks a bit lost against Mr. Crimson last time, but maybe he can bust out with his Urian, bust a move a bit, and try and catch up with his Dawson. Hurricane will be looking for that rematch. After a set like that, after the Abigail not paying off too early, like, you know what, I'm going to try Cammy all the way through. I want to try and take this all the way through, but he is in loser's side now. He needs to win 2 sets against Kills You, not just 1.
Listen, I'm looking to thank Kai Kushu. Sorry if I say your name wrong for the prime right there. Much love. That's what I'm talking about. You show that love. We'll show you some love with some great Street Fighter V action, and bless y'all with the heat on the mic. Again, this is St. Cola and CrossedMoon giving you the love, giving you what's going on in this great Street Fighter V action. I couldn't have called this. I thought we were going to have a way different bracket, a way different fancy bracket, dude. I don't know about yours, but mine's all messed up right now. It's in disarray.
My predictions have been thrown out the window. There's nothing left of my predictions. We'll just pretend that I didn't make them.
It's like when you don't even turn in the homework because you're like, it's all wrong anyway. Don't worry about it. Teacher's like, hey man, what do you got? What do you got? You're like, it doesn't matter. Whatever I wrote doesn't matter.
This piece of paper here has 1,000 calculations. None of them are right. None of them are right. Don't even look.
Oh my god, let's see what's gonna happen between Mr. Crimson versus Fassa. Remember that Fassa is a V-Trigger 2 Urian. So my man's got slathered and lathered in that armor when trigger hits. And it's a 2-bar 2 as well. And just one of the rare ones that's been able to really pull some victories out with this. Can he pull one out for the Saltmine League Finals? Mr. Crimson is one of the strongest opponents that he's gonna have to face for the armor through the limbs. I love that. Gets the counter fireball combo.
Getting caught by the bounce back of that fireball. The V-Skill 2 giving Dawson a bouncy fireball. One that will bounce back at the bouncy behind you with the heavy, or just bounce with a medium or light. Can be very difficult to navigate around. V-Trigger 2 is activated, and we're beginning. That Schmick's using it like an Aegis Reflector, hopefully, and the armor through!
Oh man, busting out. And that's the thing about having the armor. You're able to kind of swoop through the limbs, and that's gonna create that space that you need, or disallow that space that you were trying to get without taking too much damage, right? You're running from the face, and you get to put a little gray life on the deck, but here's a fireball that's been kind of ruling the neutral. Checks him outside the sky, does it again. Taking the moment to throw out the fireball, it don't matter. V-Trigger time, my bad. I was gonna say that fireball coming into play, but my man's in front of his face, smelling his breath. No snipers. Oh, the shoes on the roof actually does work out with the V-Trigger follow-up.
Great blocks from Fassa and using that EX headbutt once again, like we saw in the set right at the start, to Antiedo's drill kick, saving a bar just for that situation, able to take round 1 over Mr. Crimson.
I like how Fassa definitely figured out something in this match. It was obviously Mr. Crimson that sent him down to losers, so he's definitely getting a lot more armor and a lot more of the trigger usage right off the bat too, as much as possible.
Going at his fireball, catching him super late. Using the V-Skill 2 to hold himself in the air. I don't want to get caught by those fireballs trying to slide underneath. You can see Fassa a lot more comfortable tossing fireballs in this matchup now, thanks to that V-Skill 2. Mr. Crimson can't float over them, has to take huge gambles, but the huge damage coming in, spending that V-Skill 1 just for the damage, a little bit of V-meter.
I can't believe that jump worked right there. Able to activate the V-Trigger and make Fassa back off, puts the fireball on the ground too as well. But here's the EX, you were lucky that didn't catch, but you were caught in the corner. Throws out the V-Trigger fireball again, it's all gone, but able to stock up. He's willing to do that to get this distance. But you gotta do a lot more. If you're Sim, he's stuck in the corner. V-Trigger activation. The crushing kick could have been it, but charged up right in front of his face.
Once again, go for the -2, filling that EX cage. We might see that EX headbutt on Wake Up. Nice mix-ups, but nothing coming from it. That V-Trigger.
The defense from Fassa to block that all out, find the gap, and do it like that. V-Trigger 2 coming in the clutch. And I can't believe he blocked that mix. That double teleport right there, I would have got hit because I thought he was going to hit the one, but it ain't done. Fassa is on the things right now. He's just different right now. I feel like we've been talking about how Mr. Crimson wants to go back to the other side of the bracket, but not like. Look at Foster right now. Look at him.
Looking so clean. Now we might see Mr. Crimson go back to that V-Skill 1, V-Trigger 1. Maybe just change the V-Trigger. That V-Trigger 2 isn't putting in too much work. It's not paying off too well for him. I'm just switching back. We'll wait and see. Fasa looking nicely clean with his V-Trigger 2, V-Skill 1. He's making that armor pay dividends to deal with that dive kick, to deal with that fake pressure, to force his way in around those normals. The -2 situation does not scare him when he has such a life lead over Dawson.
And you also got to think about it like this. Like, I feel like if we're not going to see a trigger switch, are we going to see a G switch? Are we going to go up a little bit in the tiers? No, you're right. It's all about the the V skill switch. All about that flow. He's gotten hit by too many fireballs and lost too much life, as you said before. And like, you want to have that advantage of life, right? Be able to move on through.
Mr. Crimson got a nice start just poking away. Once Fasa finds his way in, it's so hard to get him off. You know that glue he took from Luffy before? He's using to stick to Mr. Crimson at the moment.
You're damn right, but here's the crush though. Mr. Crimson just shut the door right in front of his face before we even coming. Check the Ashen knees outside. Ratings don't matter. Run through with the armor, the slide activation, baby. Cook the man right now. Little steer on it, throw bait, put some damage on the deck. Try to get the fadeaway with the EX headbutt. Foster's trying to make the return, but here's the activation.
Crush
could be damage. But speaking of damage, there's a follow-up.
Crushes on crushes on crushes. Mr. Crimson catching Faster, pressing buttons so damn hard. That standing heavy because he's doing so much in that moment. There are no close frames. Faster finally gets something going, but he's trying to jump in. He's not getting too many hits. Trying to catch him low. Stay on deck from Mr. Crimson. Can do a lot of damage in his next conversion, but might just want to save it for those EX parts.
EX headbutt, yeah, puts it in the corner. I like that, but the face got at me. You gotta do it. You gotta do it, dog. And look how much damage that put on the deck too. Mr. Crimson still stuck in the corner. V reversal disallowing the activation, but there's a lot of great life. Oh, he's still stuck there. Oh no. Oh no, don't let it be like this, dog. No robbery here. V-trigger activation time still cooking. The throw bait Gale Tiger Knee edition.
He said the fire wasn't cooking quick enough. Let me give him his own fire. I'm gonna just spew up some fire real quick. I need to cook quicker. Mr. Crimson taking his first game with a nice V-system switch.
You know when you cooking a fat meal, you gotta have all the burners on the deck. That's Mr. Crimson right there. And that V-skill switch being able to get away from the fireballs and get that fat start that he needs to stop taking so much damage from the fireballs has helped out so much. Sometimes it's like the minute things like that that can definitely turn the tide of the match.
Falling battery. We see Mr. Crimson after an amazing start, working that stone. He gets it, and now can build that damage. Maybe go for a setup, going for these teleports. Gotta be careful that EX headbutt from Faster. Oh, this could be a hard form battle to make this comeback. You know, even the sweep might not be enough because Mr. Crimson needs to wait to block him out. The armor might not do enough for Faster to force away. He's trying his best, but the lights, no EX.
Ooh, that could have been it right there. This is the damage you sim players were always talking about. Just use the meter. Sly comes through in the clutch though. Mr. Crimson cleans it up. Trying to be one away from being up 2, which would be great momentum to have. And it seems like he's found the answer. It was all about that V-skill switch and he's having this great round start where Fossa, the onus is on him to stop this obstinance. Throw baits all around. Crush! Interrupts the heavy punch. EX pickup. EX again. Dive down, delay. Don't matter though. The fade away.
He's going to hit the stone, but the EX tackles a bust now. V-trigger 2 ready. Using that standing heavy kick to high profile the sweep, but he's still going for it. He is not deterred and will not be deterred away from this corner. Taking Mr. Crimson there. Should I go for these throws?
That had to be a jump pierce, or maybe a bad headbutt right there because it was a medium. So unfortunately, a conversion though for Mr. Crimson on the low. Gets the pick up. Not the meter just yet. Wants to finish. Jump back. Oh, you need to be careful because Fossa's got a lot of bar to work with. You gotta kill this character now. Base God Agni, I see it. It's hit with the fireball.
Trying to go for a chip out of the situation. Can he escape? He's escaping! Trying to go for it!
In
But he
the
wasn't quick
fadeaway.
enough!
I love that Mr. Crimson had him on lockdown like Akon, dog. And now he is one match away from progressing on the losers. All I'm seeing right now is Sim be ridiculous. And I know if I say what I'm going to say, the Sim Inquisition is going to come after me. In the Discord, there will be several people talking, so I won't say it, but I will hint to it. Mr. Crimson, obviously a strong player, but Sim got some things, right? Especially in this matchup that you're seeing right here. The deal with Urian. And to have that start, and to be able to be so comfortable at the end of that match, I don't know, man. I don't know about this character. What I do know, though, is he is one away. I know that Mr. Crimson is one away from taking this. Fossa gotta get in gear.
V-Trigger 1 from Urian can put a lot of work in the Sim matchup, punish those longer ranging normals, causing Dawson to be a bit more careful tossing them out with that. V-Trigger 2 did put in some work, but it's just not been enough. He's just resetting himself. Didn't go for any V-system changes. He's V-Trigger 2, tried and true.
Okay, you
take out the cold.
Oh, he's undressing. He said, I ain't trying to get blood on my suit, dog. It's Armani, baby. I ain't trying to get blood on it. I'm about to beat you, full naked right here. Florida man. Anti-air, though. Mr. Crimson's still starting off real strong here. Look at this,
damage.
This pressure
Nice
right
shimmy.
here.
It's not just fun.
The shimmy. When do you see Sim shimmy? When do you see a Sim shimmy like that, dog?
Resetting,
Reset, slide.
V-Trigger 2, ready for Vasa. What can he do with it? Getting the back throw with Mr. Crimson towards that corner. Go for the high-low, but the gate confirms. It's the tie combo. No guard break just yet. And getting throw baited. Great blocks, but couldn't take that throw. Mr. Crimson is at set point, looking for this 3-1 victory.
Man, he is all up in. He's got the plan, and he's getting it done. He has just a great idea of the range that he wants to be at. But here's a jump in, though, from falling from Fossa. We haven't seen too many of those happen. Too many anti-airs and the shoulder roll coming through in the distance. But the EX going to put him back out. You got to maneuver through all these limbs. But then again, Mr. Crimson is one of those that he can set the pace. Do I want to come in? Do I want to stay out? You gotta play to my pace. You gotta play to my way. Ba-ba-da-ba-ba-ba. See what he can do. He interrupts the EX. Waste the bar.
Going off the guard, but Sam interrupting with the EX, using multi-hitting moves to break the single hit of armor in that V-Trigger 2. This ain't no Abigail. This ain't 99 hits. This is 1, and he is breaking right through it. See on deck. Why are you jumping back?
No!
We told you
about that. He drops out. He's still alive. Mr. Crimson can still take this. Still away. Sees the finals confirms. Waits a little bit. I guess there's a little bit of a drop combo. Wants to save the bar, but it don't matter. One hit away. Where is he at? He's spinning the EX bar. I thought he was going for base God Agony. I swear to God. Not the EX, trying to make this man do something, and the Fierce to come through. Fiercely slaps him against the dome. Is Mr. Crimson taking over Fossa. And you know what's going to happen on the Twitters, dog. The fingers are ready. Sim top 10.
Mr. Crimson moving on with another 3-1 victory of Fossa. Fossa managed to fight his way through losers after getting knocked out by Mr. Crimson, but it just seems to be his kryptonite this tournament. The Dulcim is knocking him out, but he isn't going out anywhere not clean. He's in 4th place and he made the top 8 tournament in this season. He tried his down.
Big ups. Ooh. I mean, first of all, big ups to Fossa. Obviously all the competitors, but especially Fossa. He's been putting a lot of work. The V-Trigger, to other people may not be optimal, but to get him this far against Europe's top, there must be something to it. So we're moving on the bracket here to find out who's going to be the loser's side of Grand Finals. We have Mr. Crimson versus Hurricane. Who's going to get that run back? This is already run back right here, right?
Yeah, right. Hurricane took it 3-1 over Mr. Crimson last time, and he's looking to do it again. Try and get that run back versus Kills You after losing 3-0 to Kills You. Can Hurricane do it? It's Mr. Crimson be like, you know what? I know the match from now. I know what I'm doing. I ain't getting schmicked by Cammy again. I'm moving on to this grand finals. I'm ready to take it. We're going both in the lobby.
I can't wait for it. Oh man. This is gonna be tasty right here, because I mean there's so much that rides on this, right? Like, to get to the loser side of things, like I'm sure Hurricane would love to get that rematch back over this one, obviously, but like to get the rematch back, just in general, to like play Cammy all the way, right? Like, no more Abigail, no more messing around. But at the same time, Mr. Crimson's like, I gotta make sure the job is done. I gotta finish this dude off. I gotta be the E Streak Patrol in the Saltmine League finals right here, people. This is losers finals. Let's see who's gonna be moving on to grands.
The rematch. I'm ready. Last few sets of the tournament, folks. We're seeing the rematch between Hurricane and Mr. Crimson. Let's see how Mr. Crimson can try and bite back after going down in at winner's side. Already being much more offensive Dawson. Much more aggressive than he was before.
Yeah, we saw a lot of defensive stuff, but now we're seeing the offense, right? Switching it up. Hit him with the flip mode. I love the throw. Plus range V reversal throw. I like the follow-up. He's calling out his defensive things now.
Nice punish.
Punish. I love it.
Be careful. It's over. Counter poke with the crush ambush. Trigger one ready. The combo didn't hold forward during the hooligan to get that throw, and now he's gonna be super careful of those full screen lows, of those air to airs from Mr. Crimson.
Round 2.
Bro, Mr. Crimson, when he starts to put on the aggression, it's hard to keep pace with his character, or much less someone like Hurricane, but he's doing a damn good job, and I think he's doing a good job of switching up the normals and disaligning the whip punches that we saw before. But here's the EX. Now we're in that airspace, so hard to deal with when you are Sim.
Hurricane's backing off, trying to stay away, forcing Mr. Crimson to come to him. He's making good use of that life lead, making it so he can waste time, move the timer slowly downwards, and force Mr. Crimson to take those bigger risks. To try and take out a life lead, keeping the plus frames, great backdash, but taking the corner. CA on there for Mr. Crimson, and we start that pressure. Huge punishes coming in. We see it sets up, stays in front. I didn't block.
Jump combo right here. Oh, throws the fireball for the meaty no vegan. Oh my god, Mr. Crimson.
I think I saw a kunai or two there. Is that a Buki? Did I look right?
Is that a Buki?
Are you okay? Like, there's an MK dash or two? What's happened? That was dirty. What? Those subs were absolutely disgusting. Mr. Crimson taking game on.
Yo, Mr. Crimson, dog. He said, I'm done playing around. The shackles are off. I'm tired of downplaying my character. It's time to show you why this character can be strong. You know, to be honest, though, I'm gonna keep it real with the people. Obviously, this character does have his weaknesses. He does have the strengths too as well. And a good player like Mr. Crimson, finding those strengths and employing them, it takes a lot of work. But you see the hard work and dedication. At the same time, Hurricane now just yet has put the hard work in with this broken character that is Cammy. This Cammy.
Feature one, ready for Mr. Crimson. I'm looking at the start activation, but he's too far away to get anything going. Hurricane keeping that life lead, just trying to dash in, catch Mr. Crimson off guard, not getting caught by that V trigger, that V reversal. Will put in the work to avoid that flame.
Plus the dome like it's Sunday. I like the anti-air max distance. Hurricane's still gonna take his turn, and you see Mr. Crimson just pecking away. V trigger time, hold these plus frames if they come. Hurricane, there we go. I was gonna say, finally come through. Gets a lot of the gray life. Hits him with the red, but Mr. Crimson still had a great life lead. Gotta be careful about going up in the skies, though.
Was on the V reversal. See it on there from Mr. Crimson. You can see Hurricane trying to way out. He does have the EX to go through it. The shimmy, yay! Hurricane is taking the round.
Round 2.
Man, that was looking dire right there. I was expecting like a 3-piece right there, confirmed, but Hurricane stays alive. But you see how close these games are. But here's the punish that we were looking for: the typical Hurricane, that buffer that he gets, the hit confirms. My man's all about that. Good jump in right here, staying all solid. The Gorilla Gorilla Glue, I should say, trying to stay solid and sticking to this dude. The tech to stay alive, cooking him up a little bit, putting the gray life on. This is gonna hurt a lot because this is Cammy, and strong she may be, she ain't got the health.
Stay on deck for Hurricane, same Mr. Crimson, and Hurricane does have that V-trigger one to try and force his way in, but the great back meme kick confirms, trying to keep Hurricane out while he has the life lead, and that should be enough to kill. No, wasn't enough. See on deck for Hurricane, and the
Again, shooters on the roof with the scope. I'm telling you, Mr. Crimson got everybody in different cities. He got dudes in different cities, dog. No matter where you go, Seattle, Chicago, no matter where you're at, he's always got someone on the roof ready to scope. Mr. Crimson, he's one away from getting that 2-up. That clean anti-air right there, keep him down on the ground. Great tech, though, from Hurricane.
Those jumping heavy punches, willing to take these trades. These back heavy punch yoga anvils are doing so much damage to Hurricane, and he just can't start off into V trigger one, ready for Hurricane now, getting it, but not throwing out that V reversal, getting these full screen power hits, interrupting these full screen normals from Dawson, trying to counter poke as quick as possible. Fish of a crush counter, taking huge combos.
You thought? stay sucker free. Mr. Crimson, 1 away, putting the EU Streak Patrol on his back. Do you understand? You understand what I'm saying here? The EU Streak Patrol coming through in the Saltmine League like this. Y'all thought it was nice, thought it was sweet out in these streets. You're wrong. Mr. Crimson looking to take down Hurricane. That's got to be the biggest pick right here, right? And doing it with the sim.
Hurricane changing up his offense though, going for a lot more hooligans, trying to go over the top of these normals instead of trying to go through them with these dashes. But Mr. Crimson find his way out. Slowly but surely getting out of there. These back medium kicks to counter poke Hurricane at that closer range.
Yeah.
Working out so well for him.
He's not falling. He's not falling for like any jump backs or fadeaways or whatever. It's just like he's just like, cool, I'll just duck out. And there haven't been a switch up on the offense, and this is done. This is probably done. Mr. Crimson is 1 round away from taking down Hurricane. I can't believe this, Cross. I can't believe this.
He's trying his best. He's taking huge gambles now though with these spiral arrows. Hurricane looking a bit annoyed, looking a bit irritated. But you know he can use that anger to try and take the set. He's trying to play much more aggressive. Ready to punish that forward heavy kick to like his spiral arrow. Using that inherited juggle points. And is now trying to force his way in. Great teleport to body eats dive kick, but couldn't punish that recovery.
EXDP though puts it back in the corner. Tech to stay alive for Mr. Crimson. V reversals out of the flames, so gets cooked a little bit. Still some great life from Mr. Crimson. He cannot get hit. Blocks, punish. Let me get a pickup off that. No go, just too far out. EX Hooligan coming up in the clutch, stays in front. Not enough meter to finish, but the throw will take care of that though. Hurricane stays alive, trying to put himself at least up a match. This is ridiculous.
Hurricane's trying to keep it close, trying to change up his offensive and try and change up his approach. But once again, Mr. Crimson just gets the spacing with these normals, not letting Hurricane stay at that standing heavy punch range that he wants to try and lift, punish, and counter poke these bigger normals. Maintain the pressure, -2 into EXDP. This is not your turn, this is mine. Keep in that corner.
These are my yo. This is my plus frames, and I need them now, right? That's how it goes, man. When you got them EXTPs, you can do whatever you want. I like the meaty slide again. My man had the pork everything. V reversal though, to get outside the situation. I like the double V reversal to put himself back in the corner. Actually, never mind. I don't like it. I don't like this at all because the throw will do it. Hurricane is defeated by Mr. Crimson. It is going to be an all ASM finals right here. As Hurricane is down, Streak Patrol, breaker. Suspect is down, kicking down on looks like a 5th Saltmine League streak. Over.
No kings allowed. The reign is only 1 season. You can't be here for more than 1. Hurricane is out in 3rd place, and Mr. Crimson gets to face Kills You in the grand finals. We have seen this set before, and you know what we've seen? We've seen that Mika from Kills You, not that Kareem, that Mika against Dawson.
So this is our final set before the day. Before we get to that, let's run a quick announcement for the people. Listen, we know that you guys love Saltmine League, so we're gonna bring it back again to you. We're gonna hit you with another season. Saltmine League will return in 2 weeks. Before that happens, next week we're gonna run in your body or in the body of my opponent fun tournament like they usually do in between, where they'll play in the body of their opponent. But then after that will be the resuming of the Saltmine League season. You guys wanted it. We're gonna give it back to you guys. Make sure you guys are hitting up the match arena, run them subs, run the support, because we ain't leaving. I bet you there's gonna be more content, more crush counters, more great play, more great Street Fighter V action EU style for you all to enjoy. So now, let's get to the finals, people. Let's get there.
Final set.
It's going to be Mr. Crimson. It's Mr. Crimson, baby. He's in loser side, but he's got to go up against Kills You, who is in winner side. Saltmine League Grand Finals. Let's take it to the streets, CrossedMoon.
We're ready. I'm ready. Final sets of the tournament. Can Kills You carry on this winning streak in winner's side, or is Mr. Crimson gonna put him down now? He is controlling the French scene. And a Frenchman is gonna win. A Frenchman is gonna win this tournament. Yeah. We're about to find out who.
We're about to find out who. Okay. I like that. I'm sure ASM is. I see them in the chat. They're already satisfied that both the players are for the finals of like the biggest EU local tournament. Like you gotta be super excited that has happened. But now only one can win. Training partners, buddies. But when it comes to the sticks and the quarters are up, only one can leave, and now they become enemies.
Kills you is going for that Mika pick. We've seen it work before. He seems to find his way, looking for crush counter. Well, Mr. Crimson off to an amazing start, getting that crush counter, getting that knockdown, but Kills you finds his way in. And now Mika begins the schmicks.
Nice for those buffers. I like the EX right there. Slides underneath. Side switch 2 puts the Gale on him and gets the throw right after. I love his pressure, but here we go. I love what Mika can do, right? Never mind.
Sure activated. You know what Mika can do? He's gonna end pretty quickly. Real that Kills you ain't respecting. He is reaching and he is giving Mr. Crimson round 1. That was a proper back and forth. For both trying to maintain that corner pressure.
But it was just like that whipped command grab that was the issue right there. But now Kills you. It's like, I'm not going to miss it this time. I'm going to apply the pressure and apply it real heavy. Apply directly to the forehead with that peach. Gets a pickup. What's the reset? Gets a medium. Another pickup. Oh, just going for the peach. Actually knockdown. Trying to get the damage and the EX to do it to make sure the job is done. The double tap.
We are swinging. We are swinging. Mr. Crimson annihilates one round. Kills you annihilates and this is gonna be a close one. I don't think anyone can call it now, but Kills having a hard time trying to find his win on this Dulcie. Mr. Crimson constantly trying to reposition, but something to get caught by any of those standing heavy kick crush counters, any of those EX peaches. Great blocks from Kills you, trying to find his way in.
Trades with the air attack, no big deal. No EX, no call out. Man called him out like a coloring book. Dash up medium in the counter combo. EX peach to take him to the corner. Slide activation though, cook him a little bit. And side switch. I love the decision from Mr. Crimson changing defense to offense. And now you see the bar at the bottom. What could happen next? The chase down though.
Brimstone welcome to the corner. Wake up, CA, but trying to go for the slap. Gonna get caught by that flame. Gonna have to boil in the sun. He likes his meat well done.
I don't know if I like my meat like that, but what I do like is that I like that CA conversion right there. That was good stuff, but you see how down to the wire it is between them. You can tell there's a lot of minute things that they're doing because they're training partners, because they know each other. We see that quite a bit throughout this entire tournament, right? In terms of decision making, but that just adds an extra layer to things. Like maybe has he hit some things from his training partner? The fact that Kills you was pointing at the Mika, you know, was already like, I got to do something different, right? Or have the deck. I can't just run the Karen. I got to do something, especially for Mr. Crimson, and it's working out. You know, some of these rounds start, but not for the finish though.
Mr. Crimson onto a nice start once again, trying to build damage. The reads again Kills you. You gotta test this man. He knows what Mr. Crimson wants to do, and he's ready to get that stun and ready to close out that round.
That beautiful Mika round, dog. That beautiful when you Mika and you hit them tables and you just hit right. That's what you like. Mika and Kills you right here. A great combination, especially when they're going against Mr. Crimson, but not so good when the neutral don't work out your way. That's the opposite side of things. You can't start the mix. Slide underneath, what a reaction, and gets the EX 7-piece, 8-piece actually. That's the additional right there. I had a coupon for that one.
Stun is building on Kills you, and that will be the round for Mr. Crimson. Taking it with the almost perfect. Kills you. Unless he gets his mentor going right at the start, he just needs that life. It's against Dulcie, he needs not just getting once, but getting twice. He needs enough life so that even if Dulcie blocks you out, you can try and force you in again. You can't take too much trying to get in and bet it all on one simple getting. Once more, mix up these EX peaches, the armor to go through the gale.
Smart stuff. Double medium right there to catch the walkout, but doesn't matter. Mr. Crimson still getting the combos, and I love him constantly teleporting to put the pacing off on Kills you. You see him trying to answer back, but it's not anything. Fears coming through, blasting the dome with the teleport to stay alive, but the medium connection to the EX Peach. The corner we go. Cross, he's stuck in the corner. Never mind. Activation puts the flames on him again. Roast the man like a Saturday night. And Mr. Crimson looking to reset the bracket. One match away from hitting that reset button. And I'll tell you one thing, these are still going down to the wire, but I feel like it's the defensive choices that we keep seeing from Mr. Crimson, the reads and the teleports and the slides that have been super important in staying solid against Mika, against Kills you.
Round 1.
Mr. Crimson managed to slide into this grand finals reset. Having a great game against Kills you. Kills you always starts off super well in the first round. Looking for the stun. Needs one more hit. He's not going to get it thanks to that V reversal. It's ticking down and Mr. Crimson starting his own offense. You thought Dawson was a zoner. He's actually a mix-up god. But Kills you escaping the corner once again. V-Trigger ready for him, wanting to call out that assist.
All right, back to mid-screen though. Mr. Crimson on a deficit. Got to be careful about holding all this pressure. Drill comes through in the mix though, about to even things out. They'll have the fireball teleport on the other side. Got him. GG's got him in the fadeaway. Mr. Crimson 1 away from resetting the bracket, from getting closer to pulling my man down the dungeon in style, in direct fashion. Dash up throw.
With his anti-airs from Mr. Crimson, the lane that caught you main punch. That jumping from Kills You, stun his building. He didn't have the EX bar, teleport away to the mix. Kills You getting desperate. V-Trigger activated, but catching that back teleport with the EX Peach, forcing EX bars out of Kills You.
Luffy. I can't believe my man double dash with it. That's the Luffy right there. You took that from my man's. Pick up, Wingless right there. That's gonna be the stun. Reset time. What's on the menu? Them lights and the conversion. Yo, the 4-piece. Let me get a side of fries. Kills You. Not just yet. Not allowing that reset just yet.
CA on deck for Kills You. Might just be looking to use that EX Peach to try and force his way in. Mr. Crimson trying to maintain that space with a stand MP. I guess we can anti-air, Kills You, or forces that jumping heavy kick from Mika. Just won't reach the instant air EX Gale. The whiff punish there, but Mika not a character who can benefit from those full screen whiff punishes. And I'm loving this teleport from Mr. Crimson.
As you said, she don't get much off of that, but she does get a lot off this corner pressure right here. V-Reversal having to have this man rotate the defensive options, teleport, trying to bait out something. I love that you can have this, but you're stuck in the corner, so you got to get out, Mr. Crimson. You don't want to be here to confirm into the super base. God Agni coming through in the clutch, gets a follow-up heavy kick, and one more hit to do it, really. Oh, side switch EX. Anybody's able to make a decision? You thought?
V-Trigger ready for Mr. Crimson. Has to go for the Lord. He gets it. Mr. Crimson gets in the bracket reset with a clean 3-0 over this Mika. He got knocked down by Hurricane, but that's what he needed to wake up and take it.
They said this character couldn't do it, dog. They said this character was weak. They said he's got all these bad matches, but what I'm seeing right here is a man working. I'm seeing a man running the Mr. Fantastic, the Stretch Armstrong, and strong arming his way to a bracket reset. Not only is his offense amazing, but his defensive choices have been absolutely great, and you see that Kills You cannot keep a handle on him, right? In the scramble situations, it just feels like Mr. Crimson always has something in the clutch. What's going to happen now? Is Kills You going to switch? I feel like the Mika, it's not about the Mika, it's just the decisions that he's making. And what's happening in the beginning of the round, he's taking too much damage, he's not getting in enough, and that's easier said than done, right? Because that character's just hitting you from a mile away, full screen normals, full screen footsies. So getting in isn't always easy.
I mean, it's like you're trying to fight against a wall, and then as soon as he gets in, you've got through one wall, and then to get through the wall that is Mr. Crimson's defense. It's so hard to break through, but he is going for that character change towards that Korean. Might just be as rough. Having a hard time opening up as Meek, and he's going to have a hard time opening up as well. Even with that throw shimmy game, it's going to be rough.
Anti-air. Gets a light.
Using the V-skill to force his way in.
V-skill palm. I like the push right here from Kills You. This is something at least you have better, at least, in terms of neutral, right? Your options in the corner aren't going to be as strong, but your neutral is going to be better with this character.
Neutral might not be good enough as Mr. Crimson on the offensive, looking for those lows, looking for that damage, the sweep activation. Kareem's damage doesn't increase too much during that V-trigger. He's not going to be able to close that health advantage Mr. Crimson managed to gain too quickly. The burn was building, but he's given up space. 2 EX bars ready, set a fireball.
That's fine, like you pushed him that far, and even though you didn't get all the gray life off that, you have taken so much significant health, and he runs right into the button. And I'm gonna run over and thank the River for that sub with the Prime Dog. Hope you guys were enjoying that Street Fighter 5 action. I'm gonna give you some more right here. This is the Grand Finals reset, as we said before. Mr. Crimson is still cooking. What a whip punish on that crouching heavy punch right there. But Kills You still going in.
Kills You blocking with space at the moment, but trying to use his V-skill to get a knockdown from far away and force his way in. He's not getting much damage and he's taking a lot of bad trades. But now he's in the corner where Kareem truly shines, spending that EX with Senha to build the damage slowly.
Look him up again.
Oh, the shimmy!
EX gets hit with it. Careful. I just said careful, Mr. Crimson. As he gets hit with a crouch immunity conversion right here. Kills You. Looking to, kill this momentum that Mr. Crimson has had this entire time.
On the gate, getting a full. Yo! Yo, that conversion was
What?
fine. Mr. Crimson knows his stuff. Now Yoga Anvil EX Fireball conversion. Absolutely beautiful. And he's on that offensive once again. He knows we're fun issues.
Mr. Crimson, hey, yo, he's been spending time doing the downward dog, but here we go. Here's the crush, though. The scoop to the corner. I love that corpse push. V reversal doesn't work because it was blocked. And he's still in a bad position. Not too far to punish. This V reversal will help out. And that Gray Life is building on Kills You side. Chompin's working out too as well.
Gotta be careful with that amount of Grey Life. You see how that jab just took away a good 8th of Kills You's health. Just because of the amount of Grey Life. Kills You does have CA. Could do on reaction to some sort of jump in SCA. Try and punish it. We're expecting this pressure. The chip is building. Mr. Crimson can't chip out. We're getting closer and closer to death. Mr. Crimson, be careful. Back up on checks!
Oh, the slide! You gotta have those. You can't just have the debit. You gotta have the checks. All right. You gotta have the credit too, and the checks, man. You gotta have the checks. This is the thing. You see someone coming in like that, you gotta check them every single time. Online, offline, don't matter where it's at. What makes a strong competitor a strong player is having the range, having the distance, and going for that slide, and having a way to check them, right? And one of the best ways to do it, one of the quickest ways to do it, is to go for the slide, right? That light slide to do it. Ooh. Mr. Crimson's moving on through with another one. Another W.
Back into it. Kills You trying to find his way. And you can see him trying to use these Orochis to take Mr. Crimson to the corner as quick as possible. But up to now, just getting shimmied. The super meaty. And Mr.
Double
Crimson.
down?
Is this it?
On
Is
a
that-
Sunday? No.
The
No,
zone.
we need to talk about this character. He's a zoner.
The
He's a
zoner.
zoner.
The
He
zone.
needs bar to do
Finally.
damage. When he has bar, you see this man working. He is cooking. He's got the apron on. He's got the hat on. He's frying up some Karen right here. And this is the thing. You see how difficult it is. Even when you have the better neutral, landing those hits, Mr. Crimson is making Kills You eat so much damage on the way in that it don't even matter. But here we go. Put him into the corner. What's the mix? Nothing much. It's a tech. Mr. Crimson really good about the defense too. My man's tech did not got throwbaited too much.
Stuck in the corner now, trying to Orochi. You can see him V reversal, trying to build that grey health and push Kills You back into the neutral game where Mr. Crimson can dominate with his much farther reaching normals, which Kills You's having a hard time counter poking. He's not V skills to force away in. Build that V trigger. An unfortunate Tenko costing him that corner position.
All that Gray Life just dusted right there too. But here's the crush though from Kills You. Side switch for a Senha. Trying to keep this man in the corner. Oh man, that could have been bad. That could have been so bad. If a crouch meter kick would have came through, it could have been terrible. But he's still stuck in the corner. I see the CA at the bottom. Might even need the bar to play with. I mean, honestly, you got to be careful though, because I also see Mr. Crimson working on that big bar too. What's the play from either player?
Interrupts, and that's a confirming to
Mr. Crimson
CA.
with the
Mr. Crimson taking the round.
I can't believe this. I am baffled. I'm absolutely baffled right now. Mr. Crimson is about to win a tournament. All sim, all day. I can't. Part of me wants this to happen, right? Because I want to see the sim players all go out and run out, defend, and do this and that, and say this and that, and defend their character, whatever, and say he's not cheap. However, I do want to see more games. So Kills You, I need to get back in the driver's seat and do the damn deed because my man's running through you.
And yeah, these drill kicks with the Stein like it's been working out, but these trades can't go on forever. He's managed to the corner, but Mr. Crimson always able to fight his way out slowly, taking the throw, reaching at the skies, and now he's stuck in the corner. Damage is building, stun is building. Take the throw, Kills You says. Let him build this damage, but missing confirms.
Offside.
He escaped it.
Oh, here's the activation. This should be enough right here. Pick up. You have Senha and the Rekkas. I love that Kills You is finding the moments and getting that damage on the deck first right off the bat before Mr. Crimson can do that. But that's not always out there. That's not always going to be the case, right? The XDP from Kills You. I can't believe he busted out like that, Moons.
Kills You is trying his damn hardest to get to them on with these V skills, with these jump-ins, with these hard punch Orochis. But they're not working out too well. These crush counters are building up, and Mr. Crimson is building that CA gauge, building that damage and Kills You, and can put him closer and closer to that checkmate situation with the CA.
He's in such a great position here. Crush, though. Karen's not out of this just yet until she's done and down in the ground, thrown to the corner. But you got to work your way to get there. With all that gray life, getting hit is very damaging to Slate Try.
V-Trigger activated. Great health building up and can't be reversal. Mr. Crimson is at set point looking for that sick. Oh, can he do it? Or is KillsU able to the last round take this one in a similar fashion? Trying to force his way in the moment. Trying to get these anti-airs, but not working out. Mr. Crimson is stopping every single advance at the moment.
V skill, doesn't get too much off of that. Unfortunately, V reversal there too. You see the gray life that's being put on the deck. It's unfortunate for KillsU, and then has to eat all this gray life from blocking all this out, and then gets hit too. Teleport EX interrupts.
Blocking his face for the moment. Can't find a way in. Damage is building. Can't take another throw.
Is this gonna be a 6-0? Mr. Crimson with the trade. Push me to kick conversion.
V reversal. Gotta be careful.
V reversal. One more hit full screen. There's not much you can do. Gets checked. Mr. Crimson is your winner of Saltmine League this season. Did it with the sim. I need to see it in the chat. Moon, I need to see you say it too. Sim is cheap. Sim is cheap.
Yo, I got mixed so hard. Mr. Crimson zoned out so well. And when he was in, I thought I had to remember real quick. I was like, Ibuki V-Trigger 2? Wait, what? He's 1EX bar? Wait. This is not Ibuki. What? What's going on? Where am I? This is the Grand House. He's taking 6-0. What?
That's ridiculous. He was my pick. I'm just gonna say he was my pick. But to do it with Sim, to do it with a character where, okay, I'll be honest, I'll be real with y'all. Character does take a lot of work, obviously, defensively and even offensively, right? To play it in a standard fashion like that, and also to avoid so many things that had happened this entire I can't even talk. Entire tournament has been ridiculous. Mr. Crimson's run through losers to come back on that and reset the bracket 6-0 has been an incredible amount of Street Fighter V action. All shots to KillsU, who also got the winner's side too. No small feat defeating Uncle. Uncle Hurricane through, and just also shouts to all the players that have been coming through in the top 8, showing some great Street Fighter V action. I've seen the progression for all the players, and it's been amazing. And I'm just happy to see all this stuff. And honestly, I'm gonna keep it real with everybody because Regis can't talk right now, right? He's so special. He can't talk. He wants to thank everybody. I want to thank you, Regis. I want to thank the whole EU community, the whole Saltmine League community, for not only letting us view this Street Fighter V action, but putting this on week after week, giving you guys a place to watch, train, and play, and enjoy Street Fighter V, and bring us all together. You brought me from all the way from my dumb ass from the U.S. States to come talk over here on the mic. Y'all gave me a great opportunity, so I want to thank y'all for that. Thank you guys for listening. Moons, you've been fantastic, my friend. You've been absolutely fantastic. Watch this dude. My man's is on the come up on the mic. Please watch this dude. He's ridiculous.
It's been an absolute joy commentating once again, Saint. Absolute joy. It's been an amazing day, for a great time, and just remember that Saltmine League is back in a fortnight, but before that, the week before that, we have got In the Body of Your Opponent, a tournament about playing your other opponent's main character. So if we see it today, we might have seen Hurricane Sim. We may have seen Hurricane Sim against Mr. Crimson who's in the body of your opponent, may have seen KillsU Sim, and may have seen Mr. Crimson's Mika. Play the character that your opponent loves. And maybe end up playing against them on that main when you play the simplest execution character in the game.
Man, you'll get some people after you. But I want you guys to do me a favor. I want you guys to follow Regis. I want you guys to follow Saltmine League here on the Twitters, everywhere that you guys can. Keep up with what's going on in the Saltmine League and really support this because I'm going to keep it real with you. Now that the CPT is over, now more than ever do we need to support the people that are propping up our tournaments, that are giving us a place to play, that are giving us a reason to practice and keep good with this game until COVID, ends, or at least stems down enough where we can come back off online. Because without these tournaments, we have nothing. Without the TLs and the players and things like that, we have nothing. So make sure you guys are supporting all the fastest that you can. Hit the match arena as well too, and give what you can to the Saltmine League, whichever way, whether it be primes or subs and things like that. If you want to see more, if you want to keep playing this great game and being a part of this community, give back, give back, give back. And with that, I want to say thank you again to everybody for watching, listening, competing, and playing. But it's been a blast. But until next time, y'all, my name's Sankola.
My name's CrossedMoon. And we'll be closing
Peace
out
and
now.
love,
Thank
baby.
you for tuning in. And thank you, RB Norway, for raiding. Cause time. Cause all the closing out. We appreciate the raid. Hope it's a great stream.
Hey, yeah, maybe we'll send you somewhere else. But thank you guys for coming through. Be sure to follow the Saltmine League channels and peace and love, baby.
Catch you around.